Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back
Hey.
to Silent Gambit session 30.
Is he right? Is he right?
Mm,
Yes.
Well, it wasn't. I was gonna say it was 29 last time.
Yeah,
Um,
he's right.
it's 29 and a half this time. You're so close, Jacob.
listen, just for that, you're giving me recap again. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
Would anyone like to volunteer for recap before I volunteer?
I'll do it. I haven't done it in a hot minute.
Okay. Vulcan, give recap.
All right, so starting the day off, we all. Hello, Poe? I'm sorry. We started the day off by gathering and going and getting gear, health potions, that sort of thing. And we headed off into the mountains. So, as we're going along, we see some wolves off in the distance. And they weren't bothering us yet. And then an avalanche came. Now that was bothering us. And we had to go make shelter. So Rune runs off and sees a cave. And we all see the cave and we follow. Uh Rune punches a wolf, kills it. I hit a wolf with a hammer. Its soul's gone.
Caved its fucking skull in.
Yeah. And once the avalanche ran by us, we just continued our travels.
Give that wolf
And
a dinner date with God.
express shipping. We all crossed this large, rickety old bridge that at some point someone saw something like a shadow fly by really fast, and we just went on about it. Turns out it was a wyvern. And so it shows up, it's pissed off. Rico tries to calm it down by offering it food, and Jin, being the biggest of brains, was like, I have a bag of meat. So we gave the giant bag of meat to the giant kobold, basically.
No, hold on, because Jin's the reason that the bridge broke and it attracted the wyvern in the first place. Don't give her too much
No.
credit here.
Big brain. So we continued our travels. We found a cave. We decided to rest for a little bit. So just a little tiny short rest. We continued on into the cave and we found some chests. With one of them had a split armor and one just had a cube that had dwarven runes on it. Alice gave it to me to figure out, and it said Shadowfell, Hell, Elysium, Ysgard, The Fall, Astralis. I don't know what all that means yet, but it's mine now. We continued on. We found more chests with more traps, and at one point we came across mechanical spiders with swords for legs that just jumped down at us, and we beat their ass. And then, I think
Were they
that's everything.
mechanical? I didn't think that they were mechanical.
I thought their legs were like mechanical.
Their legs were swords,
Ah, then
which is
swords.
a detail that nobody really commented on. I thought I was kind of surprised.
I did. I made the joke that it was like Camilla.
Oh, yeah.
I commented on it because I said I was gonna punch him, and you said you're gonna punch swords, and I said no, that sounds like a bad idea.
Usually.
I'm gonna kick his ass, which then led to fatal fisting.
Mm.
True.
Kind of kinky in a weird way.
But I think that's everything.
Okay.
Damn, has it been a week already?
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've been asleep the entire week.
I've been working.
Wake up. Wake up.
Wake
No.
the
Wake
fuck
up.
up, samurai. We've got a
Wake up.
cave to explore.
No, like I switched medicines and now I'm just kind of in a blur.
Oof.
Alright.
It's crazy to see the starting screen where it's just the five of us. Oh, how we have grown.
Yeah, really puts it into perspective, doesn't it? All right, I'm gonna move you back over to the cave.
Not exactly batting 1,000 today. I see.
Oh,
All right.
Oh no. Oh
Oh.
no.
Okay, that's a reasonable roll.
We're all gonna die.
We're underprepared and overfucked.
Okay. So,
Alice,
uh,
fine.
if you guys need a slight refresher based on the room you guys are in, there is a way to go in this direction where the water streams down. However, Lesrin, you feel just this sickly, ominous feeling that seems vaguely familiar.
Oh boy. All right.
But there is also, however, several other directions to go still in the cave.
Do you want to go exploring around a little bit before we go into the cave of Nope?
I always good to explore.
All right. Let's be on our way then.
So which way is the bad vibes? South?
This way is the bad vibes.
Okay.
North
We,
of this direction.
we avoid the bad vibes.
All right. Excuse me, folks. Coming through.
Hard them what?
So you tiptoe your way through the water into this room, which is empty, as far as you can tell.
Oh,
At the back of the room, though, you do see uh, the walls and the structure of the cave dip down into what looks like a deepening pool of water.
deepening pool of water. Okay, let's avoid that.
This cave's awful quiet. I think God forgot the ambience.
This cave is not a natural formation.
But you know what is a natural formation? The bot.
Damn.
You got me there.
I didn't care if the cave was a natural formation or not. I was just trying to hint that the bot had been forgotten.
I was making a
Consider it.
Halo reference. See?
There we go.
Oh! I feel stupid!
You guys do see that some parts of this cave look like they have been excavated through, and others look more natural. The water that's here is natural.
Alright, let's figure out what my first roll of the session is gonna be like, shall we?
Let's see, let's see, let's see.
I'm gonna check for traps. Do you want a perception or an investigation?
Roll whichever you prefer.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
This chest is devoid of traps. It is so innocent that you couldn't possibly fathom any trace of evil machinations on this thing.
Those are still gonna squint at the chest, look up, look down, look left, right.
As I stare at a net 20 deception check now.
I feel like anytime somebody rolls a nat 20, they're just like, ooh, hey, everything's hunky-dory, and it's just Lesrin over here still paranoid as fuck. Alright. I guess I'm gonna spin the chest around and see what it has inside.
Inside the chest is another well-preserved D9.
Woo! 3.
Shit!
D100.
Oh god.
67.
You acquire a potion of mind reading.
Oh. I'm gonna do with this.
Read minds.
I guess.
Can't imagine what else you'd do with it.
I feel bad for the poor sap that tries to read Lesran's mind. You just get blasted with all the sensations he feels all the
All the
time.
extra sensory shit.
Mm-hmm. It's like that Man of Steel movie. Oh, man.
It's like what's his bucket with fucking Ultron when he puts his hands on Ultron's head and then people use it to like dump entire movies into the meme.
Oh, Thanos.
No, it's the like red and silver dude that Thanos kills because he has the Mind Stone.
Yeah, Thanos and
Vision.
Vision.
Yeah, Vision, but does he do it to Thanos? I know he does it to Ultron.
No. Oh, there's the ghost again. No, Thanos is doing it to Vision. Rather, he's like removing or he removes his little soul stone, but
Yeah, no, I'm talking about from Age of Ultron where Vision like actually like grabs Ultron and like beams shit into his head.
well, there
And
you go.
it's
You found
like-
your with Ultron.
I know it's Age of Ultron. I couldn't remember
The enemy's
the
Ultron.
red dude's name.
No, I'm saying the enemy's
Vision.
name is Ultron. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember Vision's name though, because I'm not huge on Marvel. I care about Spider-Man and that's it.
That's fair.
Same.
Hey, Jacob, have we completely explored this this floor of the cave?
No.
No? Okay.
In fact, you guys are walking past some stuff, and I don't know if you're seeing it or not.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
said there's the ghost.
Sorry.
So you guys were talking about Marvel. I didn't have space to explain. So you guys walk past these tunnels in the cave, and you see more statues. They appear to be in greater volume.
Oh, this is a full statue.
Yes, the statue over here was also the token of the monk.
Oh. Oh.
Can I walk up to what I see here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to it and carefully hop on over. And I'm gonna kind of check around because I've been seeing how everybody vibe checks stuff. Oh god, I gotta scroll down.
I'm gonna freeze in place while Jen is doing her stuff.
Do I
The
perceive
chest does not have any traps on it. In fact, it invites you to open it.
Ooh. I am going to stretch myself out and lift it open.
Okay. You open the chest, and inside is a 1d9. A d100. You acquire a potion of clairvoyance.
Ooh.
Fun sound.
And when you get this potion in your hands, you hear a click
Ooh.
from inside this area.
I'm gonna peek inside the chest first. See if like there was like a mechanism at the bottom of the chest.
There was not. However, I would like you to roll a dex save.
Okay. Dex.
You barely passed. Okay. From this corner of the room,
Uh-huh.
a panel in the wall opens up to reveal 3 holes. Out of the holes come a trio of javelins. And they sail right past you.
I just imagine my body just opens up into little holes as I stretch myself out. Like-
They pierce into the stone a few feet behind you.
I'm gonna walk up to here. I'm gonna stretch myself up to the sledge. How wide are these three little holes?
I would say they're about, I want to say, a couple inches in diameter.
All I need was an inch. That's all I needed. I'm gonna drop my gear, and I'm gonna shimmy myself into one of these holes.
Okay. You squeeze yourself into one of the trap holes, and what you find inside is not at all what I imagine you would suspect. You see a little glowing, shimmering orb.
Am I like, does it like open up into a room, or is it like an entire contraption that I've just crawled into?
It's something of a contraption that's built into the wall, yes.
Okay.
But inside this contraption is a little glowing, shimmering blue orb.
Okay.
It appears to ripple with the same kind of magic used by portals.
It's shiny, and I want it. Is it floating in the space that I'm in, or is it like rested on like a something, or are things connected to it?
It appears to be suspended in the space that it's in.
Okay. What color is it?
Blue.
Blue. I'm going to poke it with my finger.
When you poke it, your finger enters into it with no resistance at all, and you feel this strange cold sensation, colder than the atmosphere of the cave, on the part of your finger that's stuck inside the orb.
If I were to keep going further, like placing my whole hand into it, do I come out the other side of this orb, or do I keep going in it?
That is something that you will have to find out.
That is what I'm finding out right now.
Okay, so you're gonna go all the way through?
I'm just putting my hand through.
Okay. Your hand continues to go further in, and that cold feeling begins to encompass the parts of your hand that continue to go through, until eventually the tip of your hand happens upon something very spiky and pointy.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna use my eyeballs, and I'm gonna run them down my shoulders, down my arms, and in towards the orb of what I'm seeing.
Okay, so your eye begins to feel very frigid as it passes through the orb and out the other side, and what you are met with immediately is one of these javelins point directly at you. And as you look around, it's it's not poorly lit what you see, but you see almost what appears to be some kind of factory with hundreds of these javelins just sitting there waiting to be fired.
I want to go further. I want to go in there. I. Fuck! Fuck! Nobody's here. Hmm. Does it. Okay, so. Am I like. Am I seeing like a whole building complex and it's like a conveyor belt ready of javelins?
Uh, you see some kind of conveyor belt like structure, but the exact dimensions of the space that you're in are not clear.
Okay, hold up. Let me figure out what I can do here. What does this do? Oh, right, I can't do that. I can't do that. Use a scroll of protection to protect myself from javelin fire here in a minute. Um, can I take a minute and pause where I'm at so the others can go? Because I have a lot of thinking I need to do.
Sure.
I'm gonna stick myself as far into this space as I can. So, bam.
I can put you in the wall if you want.
Sure, because technically I'm not here.
Enjoy the minus zone.
Alright. I am out of bounds.
All right, everyone else.
Playing fucking boundary break.
Jin is gone.
Well, nothing new.
Nobody's turned around to check where she's at either.
Mm,
Because we all froze while you were doing your thing.
No, I was right with you guys, and I walked down a different path while you guys were all moving. I was moving with you.
Yeah, she went down like this way. The water, Rune, you look down in this. Whoops, that's your token that I'm grabbing. I meant to be a ruler. You look down in this direction, and you see another, much smaller opening in the wall where the water seems to be pouring out of and going downstream in the other direction.
Can I look down it and actually see anything through there?
It's more up, but you can certainly try.
Okay, well, can I look up it and do I see like anything, or is it just darkness?
It is. Do you have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure. Let me reread what this fused shadow gives me. I think I do get some form of dark vision. Yeah, I get 60 feet of dark vision with it.
Okay. So you look, and in the limited field of view that you have through this hole in the wall, you see what appears to be icy formations on the walls inside, and some very crystal clear looking spring water that is flowing through into the rest of the cave. If you could roll a perception, please.
Don't cuck me, roll.
At the very edge of your vision, just when you suspect that there's nothing going on in this room, your eye catches a slight glint of something. Something that isn't water, I should specify.
Rabbit brain goes, ooh, shiny. I want to climb up this fucking hole.
Okay. So you're going to climb into the hole. And give me 1 second. You squeeze your way into the hole. And you get very wet as there's water pouring out. And you find that the space is a lot smaller than you initially thought, but you managed to get through.
How small is this hole? Because reminder that Rune is a small creature.
It is, dimension-wise, it's something similar to, like, an attic crawl space.
Okay. Okay. So it would still be pretty tight.
And you shuffle your way closer and closer, and the glint becomes more clear. And it is what appears to be gold etching on a marble pillar. And there's water seemingly shimmering and shining light from down below onto the surface of the pillar. But the opening that you see the glint through is very small. Do you want to approach to get a better look?
I would, yes.
Okay. I'm going to give you a small sneak peek of this. You just copy your token. So you're
This looks like this looks like a fairy fountain if I've ever seen one.
You look down into what appears to be a kind of spring, and your face feels warm as the heat of this spring brushes against it. You see a myriad of small fairies, and a kind of climate that you wouldn't expect to see in a place that's so far up north. And in the back of the room, you see a flower with a platform etched in gold, and atop it, a large woman, elegantly dressed.
It is a fairy fountain. It's a Breath of the Wild fairy fountain specifically. I will slowly approach.
You cannot approach, as a hole you're looking through is too small for your body.
Is there anything else I can make out, like a way in or anything like that?
Roll perception. Is that 23?
No, that was the one
Okay.
for the actually seeing this.
Okay. You spot in the back of the room, right about ruler, right over here. If you saw where I just pointed that.
Yeah.
There is a hole that goes down.
Hmm. Trying to think of how this would correlate to the cave that we're in. It's like right around here.
Yep. Well, more here because that's where the water is, but it's a
Yeah,
hole underneath the water that goes down.
Ooh, I better know what it is then. Alright, I'm gonna make my way back down towards the cave.
Okay. Put you back with everybody else.
Ruin will approach, I guess Lesrin in this case. Alice too, because she's here. I can't see her though, because funny rate or flash shenanigans.
Mm.
Oh.
And
Hi. You seen Jen?
no, I haven't seen Jin, but I did find something else.
What might
It's-
that be?
It was weird. It was like a spring or a fountain or something. It feels like something we might wanna check out.
Alright.
There is another way to get into there, but I hope you know how to hold your breath.
Oh boy. Well, alright. Let's first find Jen. Jen!
You do not receive an answer. And Jin,
Oh god.
as a note, you cannot hear. Actually, hold on.
Well, I'm sure I just
Uh,
heard like mechanical whirling.
Is your whole like Badusi in this thing now?
Not quite. No, I just like I
No?
have a good
Okay.
hand, but my eyeballs are definitely in there. I mean, it's complicated how my anatomy works. Technically, I
Yeah,
have
like
weird.
where are them sensory organs at?
They're
Like
all
what's
technically they're all over the place on a technicality.
okay?
It's weird.
You
Wow.
can roll a perception then
Okay.
to see if you can hear them calling out from the other side of you.
Alright, alright. Let me. Oop, 'cause I was looking through my spells. Ba 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 da 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 da.
Ba-da-ba.
All you hear is uh where is it? 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 Why can I never find anything I want in this goddamn soundboard?
Mm.
Fuck it. You hear just deafening mechanical gearing and churning, and also the faint sound of.
What the fuck?
That's what I thought it was, but it was the Lego noise. And also the faint sound of something shimmery and magical.
Ooh.
Oh, here it is. There we go.
Alright.
All right. I suppose
Anyway.
we should trace our steps back.
Connor.
Okay.
Mm.
If it uses dark vision, it cannot see me.
I'm going to make a little fine line of myself. That's like maybe an inch, you know, and it's kind of like hanging itself outside of the portal because I don't want this little thingy to close on me or something. And I'm gonna be stretching the rest of my through, and I'm gonna go kind of put myself like snaking between the javelins that are there, so I don't like get stabbed in case they do shoot out.
Okay,
And I
can you please make an acrobatics check for me?
Okay. This is a one. Fuck! No, I have a plus 11! No! No!
Okay.
Oh my days.
This is the one thing!
Wow.
This is
wow,
the one
wowie.
thing! God damn it!
You don't get stabbed by any javelins. However, you
I'm gonna get myself
you
up.
haven't stretched like this in a while, so you not so gracefully try to navigate yourself through these javelins, and you start knocking them out of place everywhere, and
Just making
they
noise.
begin falling and making noise through the mechanism, and
This is where the pipe noise used to happen. God damn it.
fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that one so much more beast boosted?
I do. I don't know where I got it from.
And some of the cog work begins to jam. And you, if you remember that faint, shimmery, magical sound that I explained earlier,
Mhm.
it persists,
Mhm.
and you hear tung, 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 tung,
Where? Where is
up
it?
above you.
I'm gonna look up.
You look up, and your eye finally sees another larger version of the blue ball that you stepped through, and it is producing javelins out of it. But the conveyor is not moving anymore, so they are piling up at the top.
Am I perhaps like in a building? Like, is this where I'm at?
The confines of the room that you're in are unclear.
Okay, so if that's the case, I'm gonna just kind of raise myself up at this point to like get a idea of what I'm like, of what the fuck is happening.
Okay. So are you trying to get yourself out of the mechanism, basically?
I guess I'm just kind of lifting my body up vertically or horizontal, whichever way I need to be facing to look around and figure out like.
So you get yourself in a position where you have a better vantage point of what's going on, and you find that the room that you're in is perfectly square and just about large enough to fit the confines of the mechanism. Could I have you make one additional perception check?
Okay. Fucking Christ.
It finally clues into your body, given that it doesn't normally need it. But there is no oxygen here.
Yeah, okay. So, can I get this idea that I am in like somebody's fucking space bubble? Like, is that what's going on here? Am I just in a space bubble here? Like my brain, not limbo. Oh my god. What is it you guys did with like limbo?
Pocket dimensions.
Yes, pocket dimension.
Yes, you can draw a conclusion that you are in fact inside some kind of pocket dimension.
Okay.
He's in a bag of
I
holding.
want to stretch.
Mm.
Fuck. I can stretch myself up to 10 feet. How far away is that big orb?
It is. How far can you stretch?
I can stretch to 10 feet.
Okay, well, it's well beyond 10 feet.
Well,
Alright. Well, they'll find my stuff. I'm going to take my.
Oh, God.
I'm taking myself out of the smaller orb, and I'm just gonna start bringing myself back together and walk into the big orb.
Okay. You get yourself up to the top of the mechanism, and the orb continuously produces javelins. And they are piling up fast.
Alright, so clearly, alright, so it is an orb, so it's spherical. So are they popping out one side of the orb?
Yes.
Like what? Alright,
The,
so
the side that's facing you.
okay, so I'm gonna walk to the behind the orb, so that I'm not like bonked in the face with a fucking javelin.
Okay.
And I'm going to put my eyeballs onto my finger, and I'm going to reach out through and see what the fuck is happening.
So, your eye goes through and experiences the familiar, excuse me, cold feeling of passing through a portal. And on the other side, you are greeted by the sight of a figure in a lab coat.
Alright,
He's facing away from you. At least you think it's a he.
I'm gonna put my whole hand through and kind of like sock puppeting, moving my mouth to my palm. Hello? And my hand is going to move with my mouth like up and down with my fingers.
The figure in the lab coat goes still for a second. And he begins to turn his head sort of cocked to the side. And you hear the slight shift of what sounds like something gelatinous. And his form turns in the chair that he's sitting in to face you, and you are greeted by this sight. Hold on.
I need to do a thing real quick. Oh my god. File. Export.
Where the fuck is the image I had for it? God damn it.
I just dropped this on my fucking desktop. Save it. Come on. No. I'm posting this in general. This is Jen right now.
oh, you just had that saved.
I just made it real fast.
What? What? What?
I'm talking with my hand like. I'm talking with my hand like a little puppet.
Let me go to our chat, because I found it. This guy. Except I couldn't find a proper image, so
Oh my
imagine he's
God.
wearing glasses.
Oh my god. I'm gonna start
And
speaking in my native tongue as like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
the gelatinous figure narrows its eyes at you. You're not supposed to be here, it says, in your familiar tongue.
What do you
And then
mean?
your game crashes.
Yeah, oh fuck. What do you mean? Am I home?
No. You're somewhere very far away. How curious. How did you get here?
I caught through a hole.
No. Here. This world.
I'm gonna proceed to stick further my arm through and point back at the orb. Is there an orb behind me? Behind my arm?
Are you
There.
looking like back at yourself?
I guess yeah.
So you see uh a similar looking orb, yes, but on the wall you see an array of a shit ton of these orbs all over the wall.
Ooh. Ooh.
And do you look back at him?
Yeah, I'll look back at him.
When you look back at him, he is in your face now.
Ooh. I'm gonna reach out and poke him.
When you go to try and poke him, he like almost viscerally reacts and jerks himself away.
Ooh, where am I?
Somewhere where you don't belong. And then he's gonna take his little goopy arm and he is going to poke the orb that you're coming out of. And your body is going to be shunted out back into the mechanism.
Oh. Did the orb in front of me pop?
Yes.
Oh.
It goes dormant and disappears. The javelins stop flowing. And the mechanism goes cold. Colder than it was already entering this space. And then a series of red alarms begin to sound.
Oh man, this is like the time I pulled the fire alarm on the ship. Alright.
A voice sounds on what you can only discern to be an intercom. Notice self-destruct sequence of trap production cube number 450 has commenced.
I'm gonna go run. Run back to the little orb.
30,
Running, 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 running.
29,
Jumping into the tiny orb.
28. You jump in.
I'm jumping into the little orb, but I'm snagging a javelin with me. Oh, I can clip the
All
arrow.
right.
Oh, cool.
So you go through the orb and you manage to get a javelin with you. And the force at which you're shunted out of the orb, you travel.
Does she get extruded through the fucking hole like fucking Play-Doh?
Yes.
I'm about to be fucking splat inside this tiny little hole that I'm already in.
You, the javelin will shoot through the portal and go through the hole, but because you're stuck to the javelin, the hole just kind of scrapes you off of it, and you're stuck where the portal is.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of lay in the the chute thing, and I'm just gonna be slowly dripping out, waiting for the others.
Lesrin and Rune, you hear the distinct sound of on stone.
Rune's ear will twitch. I think we found Jin.
Guys, keep it down.
You can't
The
even
javelins
hear.
are gonna hear you.
Can't even hear my heartbeat
No.
to find me. Fuck.
Yeah.
Rune will look back at Lesrin and tilt her head. Why?
There's a creature down that path. It didn't see me, but
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Oh, well, that's no good.
It's probably the ones that turn people to stone, so, you know. Keep it
Rune
down.
is going to slowly turn this corner.
Rune,
So, Rune, when you turn the corner, you see 3 javelins pierced into the wall, and then a 4th has split the middle javelin down the middle. And you see an open chest on a stone platform here. And you see a pile of gear with some gin-colored ooze
I'm
distributed
slow.
amongst it.
I'm dripping out of the hole the javelin came out of.
There's a lot of jokes we could make.
Brutal around the corner proper, and look at the gin jelly.
Jelly.
Gin jelly.
These jokes write themselves.
I'm sorry. The gin jelly.
I know what I said.
He's like, I didn't study.
I'm leaking out of this fucking hole.
My God.
Sorry again.
Gin, you alright?
I'm 12.
I'm not gonna answer Rune. I just had an experience.
I'm
Riddle pop her head back around this corner. I don't think she's alright.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
She got extruded.
I love the little thing.
Well, Lestrin, I
Yes.
can probably get the drop on it. Would deal a lot of damage from the outset. Bleh.
I'm just worried about everybody else. Mostly because... Actually, first, Jacob, can I make any sort of check to determine what that creature is?
Go ahead and roll a nature check. A nature check, excuse me.
Oh, there's
Yeah, yeah,
two.
yeah.
Oh, that does make it harder.
I'll try my best. 24?
So, you determine it to be... Let me get the official name here. Okay, you determine it to be a regular old run-of-the-mill basilisk.
Mm-hmm.
However, you observe its aura, and there's something different about it.
Oh boy. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna carefully step back. Alisai, they are indeed basilisks, but they, something's not right about them.
Mm.
If memory serves me correct, making eye contact with them will turn you to stone. If they're too close. So, if all of you want to stay really far back, I can blindfold myself and fight up close and personal to keep them back. I don't need
Jacob, I
to
have a
see.
question about the fuse shadow that I have.
Go ahead.
Does it cover both my eyes or just one?
Just the one.
Okay. Well, that still leaves.
Well, I suppose
Okay.
that would work, but the largest issue would be Rune.
The eye
Feel
that's
really
covered,
quiet.
would that
Hold on.
the eye that's covered, would that be considered eye contact or no?
No.
Well, out of character, there's our answer right there for Rune.
Yeah, we won't know until we get up there and fight. Anyway.
Rune will
Oh.
pop down into this pit and approach the gin puddle and just sit next to it, waiting for her to rematerialize.
I have a question, Jason.
Go ahead.
If I have a portable hole, right,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it on the ground, does somebody have to actively go into it, or would it work like a pitfall?
That is a great question. Let me read up on the item.
Because I was gonna say, Alisei also has the Boots of Elvenkind, so as long as I don't roll poorly, if they rely on mostly dark vision for at range, then Alisei won't be seen. But at the same time, Leshard, you have to stay the fuck away from me.
Okay,
course.
so by direct definition of the item's description, it acts as a pitfall, yes. It is only a 10-foot deep pitfall, though.
Right, but, well, first of all, do we know how tall these things are?
They are about as tall as an average human, but twice as wide.
So they could fit in it.
They could, yes.
Okay. So theoretically what I could do is we could set a pitfall trap, and then I can immediately pick up the portable hole.
Yes, you can do that. However, it is within their rights to make a strength save to break out of it.
Of course.
And you have to wrangle it for 10 minutes.
I would also like to retroactively inform you of something, Jason, after I was reading through things. I also have the Skulker feat.
Mhm.
So that spider should not have known where I was.
When did you acquire the Skulker feat?
Whenever we leveled to level 4.
Okay. Alright, I will keep that in mind from now on.
So I'm going to relay that information to Lestrin here. I have, it functions similarly to a bag of holding, but as a whole, I could set up a pitfall trap to perhaps at least reduce their numbers.
Alright. Do you want to set it behind me? And I will attempt to lure them in. And if one of them manages to push past me, they'll fall into the hole.
I suppose that would be acceptable, yes. Do we have any particular sharp implements that nobody is using?
Lizard's gonna pull out his rapier.
Yes, you have one. I have a cutlass.
Rico has a dagger of venom.
If you're thinking about putting spikes in the portable hole, then you could always just arrange a bunch of arrows pointing upwards.
I only have 15.
I see.
I need to buy more.
I have a hunting trap.
A hunting trap could work, actually. So it works kind of like just a room, right? So if I set something in on the floor, then it'll be in the same spot if I pick it up and put it back down again.
Yes.
Cool, 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 cool.
Ooh.
that case, let's just shift over here into the space. Oh, it's gotta be. We're gonna have to go somewhere. Yeah, it has to be somewhere wider though.
Alright. I shall sit here and observe.
Well, I need the hunting trap first.
Of course. Here it is. Lizarin is going to pull this 25-pound hunting trap out of nowhere
That's heavy
and
shit.
hand it to Alisa.
Cool. I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna step back.
D&D inventories, how do they work?
Don't worry about it.
No one knows.
Just need a space wide enough.
Okay. Can I go over to Jin, Rune, and Vulcan while you prepare that?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lay it out here and do that real fast.
What's going on with you guys over here?
I'm going to start reforming myself and bringing all my items back into my body. And I'm gonna make my eyes pop out at Rune. There was someone like me.
Rune tilts her head. In the wall?
Yeah, there was a portal, and then another portal.
So
Right.
you're not the only one here with us.
Well, I don't know where I really was, but he said I was far from home. So I don't know if this is far from home or where he was in a different place, but I don't know. But it was pretty crazy. There was javelins everywhere. There was a room and it was making things and then it self-destructed. And also that guy had a bunch of other portals.
Huh.
Well, technically, Jin, you are far from home. You said you, crash landed here, didn't you?
Yeah, I am far from home, but like I don't know which direction he was far from home. I'm trying to separate Jin from the ooze. There we go.
Hey,
So
did you recognize a medal?
Nope. I don't think I did. Nope.
Like, that's a shame.
Well, quick update on what's been going on since you disappeared. I found a fountain of sorts that I think we should check out. I think I know how to get to it. You just need to be able to hold your breath to be able to get to it, I think.
I can do that.
I suppose you don't breathe, do you?
Nope.
Beyond that, try to keep your voice down a little bit because Lesrin and Alice found some creatures. I don't have anything more beyond that, but we're trying to not alert them.
Okay. Lead the way.
I
I'm
guess
gonna step just briefly. Ah.
I was waiting for you to see that.
I'm terrified. Because I was just over there.
Just over here.
Well,
Jason,
Mm-hmm.
how heavy is this chest over here?
I can probably get an exact answer for you. 1 second. £25.
How much? If I have a 13 strength, how much could I like lift that easy?
Yeah, you're fine. You have like a max carry capacity of like 50 pounds.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and lift it and I'm gonna put it in the hole as well. And since I'm down here in the hole, would I be making reduced noise down here?
When you say hole, where do you mean?
The portable hole.
Oh, well, considering it's a pocket dimension, yes, you would eliminate all noise in the cave.
Cool.
At least coming from the chest. Any noise you make will still be audible.
What I mean is, like, could I feasibly what I'm intending to do basically is I want to stab a bunch of daggers through the top of this chest.
Okay.
To make a better pitfall trap, essentially in combination with the hunter's trap. But I want to ask if it's gonna make a whole bunch of noise from the hole.
No.
No? Okay. Alright. Then I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna do it in the hole.
Okay.
Because I have 20 daggers.
You have so many daggers. Where are you
Uh,
hiding them?
Don't worry about it. It's a woman's secret, you know? But yeah, so
It's like the Pokeballs. The Pokeball
Yeah, exactly.
image. And it shows the nerd's choice with an X-ray. Pokeball.
Anyway, so I'm gonna fashion that so that way all of the spiky things have something to actually stand in, something to support them. So they're not just kind of laying loosely on the floor, because that wouldn't serve their purpose.
Okay.
And I'm just going to position it basically as near as I can to where I think that they will be landing.
I would say right in the middle is a safe bet.
Yeah, sure. So to everybody else, please, for the love of God, do not fall in this.
Mm.
It is a genuine pit trap.
I
Don't
can't even see
pull
where
an
you put it.
Amarok.
Well, I haven't
I'm-
put it down yet.
I'm
I had
gonna pull an Amarok.
I need to
Enjoy
further away.
becoming rabbit food.
I found the image perfect. It's on the
Okay.
floor.
It's 10 feet deep. I can jump out of that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about whether or not you can jump out of it. I'm worried about whether or not you're gonna land on the weapon. I thank you for the beam, Emma. Yes.
I'm gonna roll a stealth, considering we're pretty fucking close to this guy.
Decent close.
So
What?
Him's is
Why do I
facing
have
the other
heavy
way. His
armor?
back
What?
is to you.
What? How is this heavy armor?
What do you have?
Is
Splint
the,
armor?
is the splint armor too heavy?
Splint armor, yes, is considered heavy armor.
Yeah, that is heavy. It's like
It's specifically for druids.
Cheese and crackers.
I mean, you still rolled a 19, which is good.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll roll stealth since I'm also around here.
Just please don't roll low, I swear to God.
Oh,
Okay.
hoo-ha-ha.
I guess I'll roll a stealth.
Nice.
Vulcan.
Yeah.
That's a 5, right?
Yeah.
The basilisk's head twitches.
I'm gonna put myself in a fucking square.
And it turns around.
Mhm.
And Jin, you can see it pretty clearly.
I can't see it from here.
I'm with them right now. They're having
No,
a
I know.
different
I'm just saying I can't see it, so Alice can't see it. She doesn't know it's turning around.
Okay.
We're having an existential crisis.
Jin, its eyes look horribly maimed. And in its eye sockets are what appear to be mechanical looking eyes.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
And they train on Vulcan, who they have now detected.
The spiders had the sword legs.
Unfortunately, I'm right here. Alright.
Do we need to roll initiative or?
Hang on.
I just want to make a point of something before I have you guys roll initiative.
Okay.
So Vulcan,
Yes.
it looks at you. Its eyes will shift uncomfortably in the newfound sockets, and they'll begin to glow red.
It's like the fucking what's it called? Oh shit, that means it's gonna be able to see me. But anyway, Jason, it's like that crow.
Mm-hmm.
You know the one I'm fucking talking about. That fucking
Yeah.
crow.
I wish I could do a deep Japanese voice.
Oh.
The eyes will glow red. You'll hear a very high-pitched whirring sound as the basilisk lets out this sort of like almost whimpering hiss as a beam will shoot out of its eyes.
What the fuck?
Ah!
Oh no!
Ah!
It will go way beyond your head and miss you entirely.
Mm.
Just freeze. Don't move.
But the area where the laser hits on the wall appears to sort of calcify and harden more into stone than it already was.
Oh shit.
Hold up. Fuck. Give me a second.
I'm holding up. It's a great
Give me
movie.
a second.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Can I-
25
Can I go ahead and move up, Jason?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Vulcan,
Yes.
I need you to mold Earth right now. Mold Earth right now, right here, please.
Is
Where's
this one
the-
turned around?
Are you looking at this one?
Yeah.
This one
Good idea.
is looking in this direction. Uh,
Oh shit.
you can see its eyes. They appear to be looking in different directions. Its head sort of wobbles back and forth like it's idle, and it appears to be breathing somewhat heavily as if it's in pain. Its eyes also seemingly gouged out with metallic ones put in its place.
And what about that one over there?
That one is asleep.
That one's asleep. Okay. I don't want to make too much noise because I'm right here.
Don't worry. I'm shifting the very earth beneath us. I think.
Okay, so you make a mold earth right there.
Well, okay.
Yes, I will.
So portable holes have to be laid over solid earth, right? Over a solid surface.
Yes. I don't think it discriminates if it can be placed in water or not, but I imagine the water would just start pouring into the hole.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Like a little kiddie pool. I think we're safe for now.
Probably, maybe. Rune, let's go find that thing you wanted to look at.
As if nothing happened. As if you didn't just get lasers shot at you from a basilisk.
Rune's fucking Rune's fucking petrified right now.
Hey, just
Well,
you.
in the figurative sense.
In the figurative sense, yes.
I don't know if it'll be able to see me.
I thank the gods for making me short, lordy.
Well, let's go. I'm gonna
Okay.
shrink myself to their height.
Uh,
Like, I'm not doing that again.
Okay.
How
well,
How tall is Vulcan again?
he's like 5 foot, if that.
You said it's
That's actually
vision-
pretty tall for a dwarf.
Vision cone
Brutal
is
look up
right
at
here,
Vulcan.
right?
Thank God I'm
So-
shorter than you.
Or does it keep going?
I'm just 5 feet tall.
If I were to do a cone, and if I were to do it,
The average 5-foot king.
its cone is like that.
Oh, it's okay. In that case, I am going to.
And if you happen to look around the corner, this one is looking in that direction.
Yeah. So I'm gonna very quietly, just as a heads up, my stealth is a 26.
Did the music stop?
Seems
Stop.
I thought you did that
Um,
intentionally.
No,
My
it
stealth was a
wasn't supposed to
26. I
stop.
have umbral sight and boots of
Fuck you,
elven
jockey.
kind.
Okay, can you repeat that?
I said, so just as a forewarning, I'm going to step up here. I have a stealth of 26 at the moment. I
Right.
also have umbral sight and boots of elven kind.
Okay.
And I'm just going to attempt to just lay it across like this, trying to avoid getting it into the water as much as possible.
Okay, so.
Oh shit, far.
Like right there? Or do you want
I
it
want it
shifted
to be
over some?
across the pathway right here. Yeah.
Can I get a filled ellipse, please?
Right?
Oh, yeah, I can. Okay.
Cool, cool.
Enjoy your Looney Tunes hole.
Wonderful. And then I'm going to back up Celestian over here. And just very quietly, there are 3 of them, first of all.
These 3 of
So
them.
there's more than 2.
Second of all, I don't know what attracted the other one down the way, but I heard, like, some funny sounds.
Sounds like we need to be quick about this, because that could be Jin. I haven't seen her in quite a while.
But if you're gonna move up, then be
I would
very,
just
very
like to
quiet,
know
and
guys
I
are
can
30 feet away from Jin.
attack the one in the back, and probably deal a good amount of damage because the one in the back is asleep.
It's okay. Let Lesrin actually worry about me. I appreciate it. Unlike Alice.
Lesrin knows. Lesrin knows you're back. I told Lesrin you're back here.
I just love. We don't know where Jin is. We don't know if she's okay. You guys are. Whoops! I didn't mean to drag you. You guys are geographically 35 feet away from Jin.
Rune did tell Lesrin Jin was back that way. And listen, ma'am, you can complain at me all you want about.
I'm not complaining. It's a joke.
But the problem is that you wander off and get into random shit anyway, and you always come back.
This is true.
It's reasonable for me to sit here and be like, she's probably okay.
You're like 4-0 for getting into trouble and winning.
Yeah.
Oh hey, we have Blaheen and Funny
Hey,
Man with us. Forgot his fucking name again.
Hey.
Fuck.
Hatham.
It's basically, you want to know how you can remember it? It's like, hey fam, but hey fam.
I wish I could tell you that would work. One of these days I'll remember it.
It has a weird southern accent. It's just hey. Like.
Now, in this particular instance, Alice will kind of look over at Lesher and be like, wasn't Rune back here with you? Where did she go?
I don't know. I've been keeping an eye on these fools.
Okay.
Lesrin, I just...
Hi, you guys.
Hey, what's going on around here?
Scary monsters behind us. Weird
Keep your head
portals over
down.
there in the walls. You know how it is.
Yeah, what?
Aye, the usual.
Just what?
Well, we were examining the creatures from earlier. I was somewhat curious about their anatomy,
Yeah, they got
and
robo
we finally
eyes.
caught up. Huh?
They got robo eyes.
Yes, I did see some robot eyes on one of them over here. There are 3 of them total.
Yeah, they shoot lasers.
They shoot lasers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Curious. I didn't see any sort of mechanical eyes on the arachnids. Where did you find one?
Not the
No, but the
arachnids. We
arachnids
found
had
some
swords for legs.
Right, that's what I was just speaking about. Have you found new creatures?
Yep.
Yes.
Laser shooting
Nice.
reptiles. The reptoids are here.
I mean, if there's any proof of it for Jin, here it is.
The reptoids are here.
What kind of fucked up circus cave are we in?
Somebody's doing experiments, I wager.
I wanted to ask the guy in the portal more questions, but he kind of kicked me out and exploded his base.
Jin,
I'm sorry.
will you give us more information on this? What did you see in there?
Well, can we... I would like to deal with the monsters first and then come back to this topic.
But what about the non-breathable place Runebound? I want to go there.
Okay.
Lesren is just blissfully ignorant of the entire conundrum happening with the rest of the party as he's keeping an eye on basilisks.
Jin,
So-
we can go back to the fountain. Let's take care of these things first.
Okay.
From behind you guys, you hear a slight thud from the other side of the molded earth wall.
Come on.
We better skedaddle. It's gonna shoot us with its lasers.
I like
pointing
to-
at my eyes and like zooming over
The
everybody.
lasers.
Now be quiet, be quiet.
I would like to double up the wall with another mold earth.
All right.
I'm gonna fire my laser.
So Alice is going to turn to Laheen and Hatham here, and is going to hold up a finger to her lips and point down the hall. They're around the corner over here.
So, Blaheen and Hatham will assume the crouched position.
Assume the crouched position.
It's like Skyrim
Hidden.
stealth. They just
Alright.
squat. Yeah.
Is it just as broken as Skyrim though?
Yes. Their calves go through their knees.
Oh, damn.
No, I meant in looking at someone in their face and them not being able to see you.
Oh, their stealth's not that good.
Alice is practically is at this point.
Alright. I see you brought everybody else, including Jen. It's good to see that you're safe. Good talk.
Sorry,
so
I'm
how
not
are we?
reading. Would you guys assume you would have to make a wisdom or a con save against them?
I don't know.
Paralysis and petrification, I believe, tends to be a
That sounds like a
constitution
con
save.
save.
It would be a Constitution save, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna pat
I-
Alice on the shoulder real quick. For con.
Oh, okay, great.
Hopefully this does something.
You also get 2d6 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna boop.
If Jen, you wouldn't mind rolling that.
Okay.
Did I heal somebody using lay on hands before long rest?
We didn't have a long
Um,
rest.
We had a short rest.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys even had a short rest.
We had a short
No,
Yeah,
we
we
had a
did.
short rest before
before.
we started rolling through the cave because Jin wanted to
Oh,
re-up
okay.
her wild shape slots.
I thought you meant like mid cave delve.
Nope.
Because my cheat says I have 10 lay on hand points left out of 30, so I'm wondering if I forgot to reset it or
Alice
if I
maybe?
healed somebody.
Did you lay on hands
I mean, I'm
Alice
still at
after
half
she got
health,
jumped?
so...
Okay, alright. Before we get into combat, let's see here. Stored spells. I'm gonna start pulling them out. One's gonna go for me, and it's going to
Don't heal me,
be
I have potions.
well, because I can use these stored spells for smites, so
Well, I know, but I can also just buy more potions. We're getting funded by one of the richest men on this planet, so...
fair. Alright.
LSA eventually is going to have a ridiculous amount of potions, I assure you. I learned far too much from fucking Essa.
Alright, then I need to top off before I go tanking.
Yep, go ahead.
Minor healing potion, 2d4 plus 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is correct.
Alright, that's a terrible roll. I'm drinking another one. Well, that's exactly what I needed.
8D.
Alright, back up to full health.
4
Make sure I subtract that from my total amount.
1, 2.
Okay.
I'm full health now. Oh, I need to make sure I subtract. But yeah, because I bought a whole bunch of potions, health potions, for the fight with the assassins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then we didn't end up needing much of them, thankfully, so. Alright. So, what order are we going in?
I'm first.
Okay. If we're trying to attract attention to the front. Oh, but if they're shooting in a laser, then we need to make sure we're not in a line, too.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. You guys can use this choke point.
Back here.
Yep. Or right here. And pop out fire and then take cover. I will be blindfolded on the front lines because nobody's relayed information. But I'll try my best
Hey, Lazarus.
to keep them. Yes?
They shoot lasers.
How does a basilisk shoot lasers?
I don't know. They get robo eyes.
Well, I was gonna say, sweetheart, you were sitting here saying nobody was relaying information. I was saying all of that about the line in character.
Yeah.
I should make myself
Freaking laser beams.
Alright,
fire in my laser.
Legend, you go first here. I'm gonna have to scoot up a little bit further just so I can see that one in the back. Just be quiet
Why
moving
is
forward first. I don't want it to wake up.
there a giant black dot?
That's the portable hole.
Oh. Why? There was a basilisk here a second ago.
Yeah, I know. It moved forward to shoot at Jin, and
Oh.
that's all the stuff
Alright.
that was happening in the background.
Vulcan has metal feet and doesn't sneak around very well.
I'll try my best.
My name's
Oh.
Iron
Nice.
Foot, not Snouthy Foot.
I've been rolling a lot of 19s lately.
I was gonna say,
Just-
I'm proficient. Can I give him the help action just in case he can get higher?
Just so you guys have that.
The only way it's gonna get higher is a nat 20.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. Well, I mean, I guess a 26 stealth did work. Or whatever, just go. Let's get this rolling.
Alright. Okay. There's the other one. Right here is, I think, where I'm going to post up.
Then don't get too far forward.
I'm keeping myself behind you guys.
Right, but we were just saying we didn't want to be in a line.
Well, it's not much. There's not much of a choice here.
Yeah, if you were listening to Lesrin, he said you could do it from back here, because he's going to draw them back towards us.
I can't even physically see.
Yeah, he's going to draw them back towards us, is what I just said.
Oh, okay, okay.
So if we see him run by, that's how we know.
Yeah, I'm just moving up like this because I need to be able to get the one that's sleeping back here, basically.
Alright, well, if anything happens, that's my range here.
Alright.
Lizard is going to take out a cloth and blindfold over his mask.
I don't know if you being able to see it is going to matter because they shoot in lasers.
I'll be okay.
Anyway, so...
Hey Jacob, just out of curiosity, since I'm within 15 feet of this one, to my northeast, does it have a heartbeat?
Yes, it does.
Do I hear mechanical ticking?
No, it's an organic heart.
Okay.
All right.
But since you finally have gotten a better look at the creatures, you see the same sight of the gouged out eye sockets beholden to a mechanical eye with a faint, ominous red glow.
Jin, if you were up this far, what would you be doing?
If I was this far, I'd probably be preparing getting a spike growth because we could spike growth them here and get them to move towards it or into it.
We could do that actually, Leshrin.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead
We
and
could
pull
drop
up
the.
forward and just be ready to run back.
Alright.
Can I start it by shooting this one back to sleep?
Sorry.
Bless you.
Bless.
Sorry.
I'm going to prepare an action to smack anything that comes near me.
Okay.
Any creature, rather. I don't want to smack an ally.
Alright. Are you ready, Jason?
Yep.
Where do you guys want me to drop the spike growth though? Because I'm assuming. Oh fuck, where's my line tool? Because I would probably end up dropping it here. Because I'm worried if I drop it here, then Lezrin's not going to have much room, and we're all going to be retreating backwards into a line.
That's fine with me. The object is to keep him in this choke point.
Alright. But we got to make sure that Rune's able to get hits too. Unless we can get Vulcan. We could theoretically get Vulcan and Rune to move this way to go around, unmold the earth to get in, and be prepared.
Well, because the other one is over there. There are 3 of them.
I know, but we pull them this way into here, and then the others can flank too.
Hey, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
We heard the basilisk fall in the hole?
No.
No. We heard a thud. You said we heard a thud.
It was on the other side of the mold earth wall.
Yeah. It's scratching to get in.
Okay. It's scratching
So-
over there.
That's why I double layered it, so
Yeah.
it couldn't ambush us
Yeah,
as easy.
so
Okay,
if we can get them to all draw here or into this room, so then the others can flank it and be able to do damage, because otherwise nobody's going to be able to squeeze in to smack and run away and smack and run away. It gives everybody a fair chance to get in and do things.
Alright. Where do you want me to move then?
No. You stay here.
You're fine.
We're here. In that case, actually, yeah, Rune, if you want to go back the other side with Vulcan.
Hey, come
Okay.
on, Rico.
Blaheen should probably also go that side.
All right.
When we get here, is the thudding continuing on the other side? Or has it stopped?
You hear some faint whimpering and a little bit of scratching, and then some thudding.
Like it's moving away.
Or is it still scratching at the wall?
Yep, okay. So, is everybody over there? Everybody in position?
I believe so.
In
Yeah.
position.
I'm gonna start it by shooting this one over here, Jason.
Okay.
I have advantage. It hasn't had a turn. And if I hit it, it's an auto crit.
Only on melee.
No,
That will hit.
it's an auto crit. Because I'm an assassin.
Right.
So there's that, and then
What element is that?
I assume I hadn't changed it from fire, so it's fire.
Okay.
And then let's see. So Assassin's Charm
You
doubles.
said it's an
my
auto
damage.
crit, correct?
Yeah.
1 second.
Oh. I might insta kill this, you guys. Depending on how I
So-
roll my attack.
So, you shoot a very well placed arrow right into an already admittedly weak portion of its head because of the state of its eye socket, and it sinks in, and the creature whimpers, but almost sighs in relief as it collapses to the ground and falls dead.
Oh, okay.
This, however, will upset this basilisk over here, and it will begin to stomp on the ground, and it'll go over here. Its steps are very shaky and uneven, and at times it doesn't seem like it knows where it's going, but eventually it stops and it leans its head down and it nudges the corpse of this one.
So I guess can I go? I guess go ahead and shoot this one too.
Go ahead.
Merciless.
I mean, do you really want to get
I'd
turned to
more-
stone?
I'd more call it merciful. It sounds like they're pleading for death.
Mm-hmm.
15?
That will hit
Cool. Okay.
right on the money.
Would you consider this surprised?
Yes.
Okay. So there's that. It's also an auto crit because it's surprised. So it's 10 plus 10, and then I also have the assassin's charm.
So you sink another arrow into the back of this one's head, and it will slump over, draped over the corpse of the first one you killed, and it will also fall dead.
All right. So now there's just the last one.
Ezra's just gonna stand there confused. Alice,
Fucking Alice putting in work.
Alice, we had a plan.
I am well aware. I admit I didn't expect them to be nearly as weak as they were.
Basilisks only have so much HP.
Right.
They're hard because of the petrification.
I'm just.
I think we
I mean,
all.
to be fair, it's not all that. It's not every time that an assassin row actually gets a chance to assassinate.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we underestimate how much damage we can actually do too.
Well, Alice, I must
Y'all,
admit,
y'all are
I
just
admire
fighting
your
some
work.
critters.
I guess we can draw the other one to us.
As you say that, you do hear some light shuffling as this one will drag its way over back to its original spot.
Its idle location.
Its original spot was right here, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was like right there.
Because I could see it from this spot, so... No, it was right up against the edge of the water.
Ooh, that's weird. Whoops, not what I wanted. Was it?
Yeah, it was right up against the edge of the water because I could see it.
Oh, that's right. It got moved over here and then you placed the hole down. Okay.
Yeah.
So, alright, that being the case, it moves back to its original location. It will discover very quickly that there is a hole where it once stood, and it will fall head first into the hole.
Oh, head first. Oh no. Is there some kind of damage you want me to roll? I put 20 daggers on that chest.
Okay, so roll me 20d4.
Okay.
Ouch.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. I almost did 2d04.
How deep is the hole, by the way?
10 feet.
10 feet.
So that's like a 1d6 as well on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to roll that one, or are you just?
I'll roll that.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna briefly move the hole. So, you don't hear any sound because it's a pocket dimension and no sound will escape from it.
Yep.
However, the creature hasn't come back out.
Okay. Alistair's just here. Leshrin step to the side a little and is gonna ease past him. And she's just gonna look down into the hole.
You poke your head into the hole and you see the creature writhing, bleeding out of its already tortured face, screaming as it is still alive.
I'm just gonna shoot it and kill it.
Okay, don't bother making a roll. There's no way
Okay.
you don't kill it.
Just gonna put it out of its misery.
It falls limp against the dagger chest's surface.
And she's just gonna kind of look back up and be like, well, I mean, there went that problem, I guess.
I'm gonna walk my way over here, and I'm gonna knock on the wall.
Rune scratches her head.
So,
Wahine is like
is anything
battle
gonna
ready.
happen?
She's about ready to just destroy whatever comes through that wall.
Vulcan,
Aye.
Vulcan, drop the walls.
Vulcan will mold earth the walls down.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Is he able to ready an action?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, you can ready it before you drop it.
I got you.
So the wall will sink back into the ground, and Blaheen, without a moment's hesitation,
Yep.
will send her whip sword flying through the air, and it gets right up into your face, Jin, before it gets yanked away as she realizes it's you.
Mhm.
She kind of sighs and puts her hand on her chest. Jin, is everything all clear now?
Yeah, they're dead. It was kind of
Leshrin, you can
tragic.
remove your blindfold, by the way.
Yeah.
It was
Alright.
really tragic. I kind of feel sorry for them.
Nice, seemed much easier than we expected.
Rune will jump up over Gricko and onto the sledge here. And peek her head around the corner. That seemed kind of easy.
A little too easy.
Do you mind filling us in now on what you actually saw in those portals in the wall?
Well, I went through one portal, and it had a weird little pocket dimension, and they were making javelins, and they were shooting it out. And then there was another bigger portal, and I went through there, and there was a guy who was like me.
Do you care to elaborate on the guy that was like you a
I'm
little
going
bit more?
to morph myself into his shape. And
Okay. Let me post the image I sent in information.
Hey, Jason, how big are the basilisks?
They
Like,
are
height-wise?
large creatures. They are, well, they are about 5'9" and twice as wide.
Weight-wise.
Oh, okay. They are about 250 pounds. They are lean creatures.
Right.
Okay.
So this hole is 15 feet wide, 10 feet long. How many would I be able to fit in it?
Um,
2?
you could fit 2 on top of each other
Okay.
if you removed the chest.
Right. So Lestrin, will you come here and help me?
Of course.
And just jump over here to this side. Don't jump in the middle.
I'm just gonna
There.
sneak around Jen.
Ah, you say that's what he looks like there, Jen.
Yeah.
Rune is coming around the corner right as Lestrin is jumping in a hole at the direction of Alice.
Mm.
And
Rune
Western's
tilts
gonna
her head.
carefully go down there.
I have a theory, but it requires.
She's gonna pause. Rune's gonna approach one of these basilisks.
Whoa.
Why I hate them?
And she's gonna inspect their eyes.
Okay, so you see their eyes are perfectly spherical. They have these sort of indented grooves around the iris, and they appear to have some sort of lens element for a pupil. For reference,
I'd like to go ahead.
This is the eye. I will send a picture of it.
Stop, Gwen.
D20 inside and everything.
It does look prismatically like a D20, yes.
Rune would like to attempt to extract one of these eyes.
Go ahead and make a... What should I have you roll?
Hey, Rune, considering we had Vulcan take out that one contraption in the massive computer, maybe we should have Vulcan do it. Just in case.
Rune tilts her head for a moment.
He does have the tools.
This is a little bit more organic, though, I feel like. It's not like whatever that machine was that you had him pull parts out of earlier.
Nah, don't you worry. I've done some work on some organic bits before.
Looks at his leg. And
Rune will... Go ahead.
it could also be connected to its nervous system, too. We could probably see how it all functions. And I might be able to use the lasers in the computer, if it's still functionable.
I'm mostly just curious to know,
computer.
maybe... Are these eyes similar to the tech that you recognized in that cave?
Well, we won't know till we yank them out. Well,
You can't tell just looking at it here?
I'm gonna lean in towards the lens. Let me see. How are the...
Go ahead. Go ahead and make a history check with advantage.
Alrighty. Advantage. Oh fuck, I can't read.
Oh my god!
Holy shit.
Ah.
Christ almighty, you remember everything with perfect clarity.
Good.
The tech that is present here is identical in material, make, and craftsmanship as what you saw
So,
back in
question.
the giant place.
That guy, does he have somewhat similar craft to that of my home ships, then?
Yes.
We need those eyeballs. I need all of them, all 6, right now.
It's to upgrade her phone.
As,
Can't-
as I lean back, we need all 6 of them right now.
Rune scratches her cheek. So they're familiar.
Yes. They're familiar to me, to Homeworld, and the tech.
All right. Rune will put her hands up. See what you can do, Vulcan.
Vulcan's gonna crack his one real hand.
How are you? What? Oh, I mean, I guess you do have the other hand. Never mind.
And start to try to extract the eyes. What tools do you want me to use? I got smith tools, thieves tools, tinker's tools.
I would go with Tinkers.
Tinkers.
We need to buy some jewelry.
That uses
Do you
tech,
want me to?
dex,
Do you want
right?
me to assist with survival?
Yes, I want their nerves.
If you assist with survival, it will not add any benefit. I will tell you that right now.
Well,
All right.
Is
never
there
mind then.
anything I can roll to assist him in the extraction?
Unfortunately, there's no skill check that you guys can roll that would be fitting. The closest I would venture to guess is sleight of hand.
Alice, are you good with
what
that?
does Tinker's tools use? I don't have.
For what?
I
Helping to remove this stuff?
I think it's dex, right?
thought it was int.
Is it int?
No, it's Dex for sleight of hand.
No,
Well, for sleight of hand, yes. For
Tinker's tools.
Oh, Tinker's tools. Yeah. Actually,
It's,
my-
it's,
I think it's int.
It's int. I have to use either int or dex, depending. I forgot which one I had to use it for. Alex.
Thieves' tools is definitely dex.
Alright, so int.
In any case, while they're doing that, Alice is gonna hop down in the hole as well and is going to assist Lestrin in extricating the chest from the body and tossing it up out of the hole.
Alright.
3 rolls for the 3 different ones.
Okay. So the first set of eyes that you extract come out with relative ease. You manage to detach them from a wire that is implanted deep within their skulls. The second set don't come out so nicely. The wire snaps and the surface of the eye that attaches to the wire looks a little bit scuffed. And then the third set.
I actually want to interrupt here because the third set is in the hole with Alice.
All right.
Hey, Vulcan, you have a hammer or something?
You said I could
I
roll a
have
help
several.
with. You said I could theoretically roll a help with a sleight of hand.
Yes, so you can roll the second Tinkers with advantage, Vulcan.
Oh, second one with advantage? Hell yeah. Nigel, I have several actually.
Do you think you could smash one of their skulls open?
Aye, gladly.
So with the 23, it comes out just as nicely as the first set.
There you
Hell
go.
yeah. I'm gonna smack the fuck out of one of their heads.
I want its skull.
Are you sure about that?
I
Well,
want to see one of their skulls. I don't care if something gets broken, just one of them.
I
because
was gonna say
others.
you could perhaps somebody with survival.
Well, we gotta
like-
break a skull.
Yeah, we could
have
break it
I
open.
have proficiency in survival. I could
Yeah.
fucking scalp him.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
watched me take apart a body.
I mean, yeah, we literally watched Lestrin physically like.
I want to see what the wire's connected to in the head.
Okay. So Rune, you begin like super dissecting this thing's head. You're like that one scene from Heroes where his skull just like splits open. And you pop open his head like a cap, and you see not too terribly complex of an interface, but there is a distinct mix of mechanical and organic in this creature's brain. Namely, the wire. If you are to remove the creature's brain, the wire goes all the way into the back of the brain, into this small, how to describe this? It almost looks like a battery.
Rune will extract the brain and hand it to Jin. As she passes it over, she will say, "Don't eat this one."
I don't intend to yet. And she's gonna put the brain in the bag of
Yes!
holding. I want the other ones.
The other brains?
Yes.
Alright, Rune will move to the
This
next
is
the list.
this
And
is
attempt-
Jin's American Psycho phase.
Move to the next basilisk and attempt to dissect that one too.
Go for it.
Ooh, shit.
This one doesn't go so well.
Do I have a survival?
I
No, I can't.
I lend assistance. I'm
Please.
proficient.
Sure. Roll it again, Rune.
Okay.
So,
Well, I tried.
Man.
Jin, are you saying something?
Just tell us how the brain is.
Okay.
Just tell me how the brain is.
Wait, can I?
Yes, Alice?
Never mind. It's fine.
Has everybody resigned to this role?
Well, the
Mhm.
problem is that I've just, haven't been able to actually finish what I was trying to do in the first place, and so,
Okay, let me finish the result of this roll and I will get back to you, okay? You get the head open, but this time the extraction of the brain leaves a lot to be desired. So much so that it just kind of comes out in pieces.
The brain or the battery?
The battery is still attached to the back chunk of brain,
Okay.
and it's currently still sitting in the skull.
Alright. Are we able to at least remove that back half of the brain? I don't care if the rest of the brain's mush right now.
Go ahead.
Do I need to roll for it or?
Before you do that, let me get back to Alice.
So. Okay. I was going to put them all in the pit so that we could preserve them for Byron to look at, but it's okay. It's Jin's stuff. Christ almighty. I don't have any idea what's going on outside of the hole. I'll say, and Leshrin before he gets out to help him with that terrible survival roll. It's like y'all are over there doing all this shit, and then just all of a sudden, out of the hole, out of the top on the side of here, just pops a chest with a bunch of very bloody daggers literally stabbed through the top of it. And well, I guess since we're doing bad stuff, I want to try and see if I can extract any basilisk oil from their fangs.
Go ahead, roll a survival.
I
Or
can
nature,
lend
your choice.
assistance.
What?
I can lend assistance, or if you want me to do it, I can do it. It's up to you.
What's your mod?
9.
You know what? You go. You do it.
Alright, do you have proficiency to give me help?
I do not. That's why I'm giving it to you.
Okay. Hadabada. Well,
Talk all that game.
just the way the Cookie crumbles, I suppose. Can't win 'em
You
all.
manage to extract a small vial's worth of oil before the tooth is unviable or inviable.
Okay. Do you have any idea what's going on up top?
Not
Bless
really. It seems Jin is mighty interested in obtaining samples and stuff from her homeworld.
Of is the technology that they're having in their skulls, is that what it is?
Yeah, more or less.
Alright, well I guess at that point we may as well go ahead and do it then. I'm going to take advantage from you this time, in the hopes that maybe my luck is better. And we're gonna do the same thing that they were doing up there. Just try and scalp it, crack the skull, that kind of thing.
Are you gonna do the eyes too?
The eyes requires Tinker's tools, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have Tinker's tools, I have Thieves' tools.
That could
So-
also work.
Oh, okay, sure, I'll do Thieves.
It's not too dissimilar from extracting a gem from a socket.
Yeah. So, let's see. You're not proficient in Thieves' tools, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with the eyes then. Hope we don't roll too terribly low. Nice.
You get the eyes out with pretty decent success. It's even the wire is intact.
Awesome. And then I will go ahead and, with his assistance, try for the skull.
Okay.
25.
You pry open the skull, perfectly fine, and you manage to extract the brain and battery piece intact.
Awesome. Cool. I'm gonna tuck those away for now. Leshrin, let's get the body out since we're not gonna keep these.
You
This is
actually pronounced my name correctly.
ridiculously heavy. Hold on, I hear Prince in here. Quit that. Just stop. Stop it. You're gonna break something.
Squirrel.
Okay. He was jumping on the counter. So we're gonna just toss the body up out next. I guess at this point it'll have to be here since that's the only space where nobody else is.
Okay.
Don't forget your trap, listen.
Yep, I will go ahead and collect it.
And then we'll go ahead and hop out, and Alice will collect the whole.
Okay.
Alright, Jin here, since I heard you wanted these, and she's going to pass over.
Hold up, I'm still in the middle of doing this.
Okay.
I still gotta extract.
Go ahead and continue with that.
What do is it survival again? Because I might have Rune do it.
Yes.
Rune.
I'm gonna do it.
Rune's right here. She's been extracting brain pieces for me already. It's okay.
Rune looks at the chunks of this brain defeated
Just get the last bit.
and goes back in to try to extract the chunk with the battery.
I'll provide the help action.
Okay. That's better.
Nice.
Good thing I did.
Alright. So I'm gonna have these brains specifically in the empty bag of holding that I had that used to have the iron. That's where I'm going to keep them. And it is going to remain sealed shut. I need to know the rules. So sometimes I've read that bags of holding don't preserve things, but I've also read that if you open the bag, it starts rotting, and then you have to close. It's like a refrigerator. Do I need to put ice in this bag?
So it's tricky. There is nothing necessarily stating that organic matter decomposes in a bag of holding. the weird part is that the only descriptor you have for the pocket dimension that isn't a bag of holding is the fact that it is a specific space that lacks oxygen and also sunlight. So
Both of those things you could argue are what caused rot.
mhm.
Okay. So I'll just keep them in
So
my empty bag of holding that used to have the iron. So those are
mhm.
full of brains. Next, the brain chunks that are in the skull. I'm gonna
Yep.
scoop them up into my body.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Delicious.
Anything, or am I good?
You're fine.
Okay. Alright. Thank you.
Rune looks at the brain bowl with no more brains in it, and then back to Jin.
Do you need me to clean your paws for you?
I told you not to eat the brains!
They're useless now. But it's okay, we got 2 perfectly preserved ones. I'm gonna take Alice's and put it in the bag.
And a delicious snack too.
Oh god.
One for the road.
Rune will sigh, wash her paws off in the fucking
I could have cleaned those off for you.
stream. She's getting them in the stream.
You don't want to put them in me.
My God.
So you rinse your paws off in the stream and the brain goop begins floating off in this direction. To an entrance that you now have acknowledged exists.
Leslie, do you get a bad feeling from this way?
Well, I suppose I shall take a look. No. Feel out my senses.
You do not get any feeling either way from this direction. It is neutral.
If I may, there was the fountain that I found earlier that I wouldn't mind trying to check out.
Yeah. I want to go.
I take the basilisk oil and how do you typically administer basilisk oil? Isn't it like
I'm gonna flavor that you just pour it on top of him.
cool? I'm gonna pour it on top of this guy.
So you pour the small vial on his head, and starting from the top and going down, some fissures will begin to crack and splinter until eventually the whole piece of stone encasing his body bursts open like an egg. And the stone will fall off of him, and he'll just kind of blink for a moment. What happened?
I believe you were turned to stone with by the basilisks.
Oh. I guess that is what happened, isn't it? I don't even know how long it's been. I lost count of the seconds. I have to get out of here. I have to go back to the temple. How long have I been here?
Well, we're not entirely certain. We came this way for the sake of dealing with I believe, a potentially different issue, but it may also be related. And we stumbled across you guys here, so.
I see.
Did we already lose one of those bodies?
What do you mean?
Like, you said something had floated away down the river into that.
Just
No,
brain
that was just
Just
brain
brain.
chunks
Okay.
from the basilisk.
Are you proficient at all with animals? Like taking them apart?
Well, in a manner of speaking, we aren't exactly trained to do such things over at the temple. However, Before I began my training, I was a hunter.
Wonderful. Well, if you can assist me in collecting some more of the oil from these basilisks, we may be able to at least free a handful of the people here. I don't know if we'll be able to get all of them.
Well, when you say all, how many of us have you found?
It's hard to say, honestly. I know that there are at least you three here, and we came across at least one in that other room. And then there was another over there, so that's at least 5, and I think I saw one further back, so 6. There may be more. I can't be certain.
Myself and my 3 companions here, and he will point over here to these 2. We were sent here on orders to investigate what was happening in this cave. We'd heard reports from several adventurers that things had gotten quite hostile here. It is the responsibility of the ascetics over in North Pass to maintain this tunnel. And, well, clearly we weren't prepared for what we faced here.
I
But
suppose not, but
to think that they kept sending people to try and save us. And he looks solemn.
well, I'm sure they're very worried about you then. Let us at least try and get you and your 3 companions here free, and afterwards we will see what we can do for the others. They, the town of Whitwatch, I should say, Whitwatch down the way, I suppose it would take some extra time, but we may be able to send word to them for them to send a few clerics up to see what they might be able to do.
That would be, well, that would be best, I think. North Pass is still a ways away from here in the other direction. It would take quite some time before any at the temple, if they're even willing to come out this far to come get us. The path going to Whitwatch, is it clear?
Well, I believe there is a wyvern, right? It was a wyvern.
Yes.
There is a wyvern that had assessed us, I will say. It did not quite accost us, but it had assessed us on the way up, but we were able to bribe it with some excess meat that we had.
A wyvern, you said?
Yes, a lone one as far as I could tell.
That,
Uh,
if I'm not mistaken, is uh, the Grand Master of the temple, his, well, his pet.
His pet.
Yes. Uh, he and the wyvern, its name is Varuna. The wyvern itself scouts the mountains. It can get around the range much faster than any of us.
Your Grand Master, could you perchance give me a description of him? Rather, just a moment. Leshrin, come here.
Hmm?
Come here.
Alright. Coming.
Could you give him the description?
Of who?
The Grand Master of the Temple of North Pass. He's, well, in all honesty, he's quite an imposing man. Um, large musculature. He has a ponytail. I mean, this was some years ago, but he had, I believe, he still has. Apologies, my brain is still foggy. Dark black hair, a thin mustache. He has uh, tattoos down his arms. He's human, if that helps.
And that's not the guy we saw in the first room, right?
No.
Is that the ghost?
Right, that's what I was asking.
Does that appear like the ghost?
So all the ghost that you saw does have a similar kind of description as far as tattoos go. However, the ghost you saw was not a large person.
Okay.
Hmm.
And they did have a ponytail?
Nope, this one was completely bald.
Okay.
No.
Lestrin,
He
no.
doesn't
The
have
Grandmaster also has an adopted child. He's still quite young. I say adopted because he's not human. He's, well, he looks a bit like a jaguar.
Does he have a name? Your Grandmaster or his son?
So, I know not what the adopted son's name is. He was only recently found on the steps of the mountain. But our Grandmaster's name is Ishin.
Okay. I do have another question. If we were to be able to transport your other companions, say the ones we would be unable to petrify, to the temple, do you think it would be possible for them to be able to unpetrify them there?
Well, if the clerics can perform any kind of miracle, they should be able to unpetrify them, yes.
At the temple.
I don't see why not.
I just wanted to clarify that we weren't discussing Woodwatch.
Oh, okay.
My apologies.
Uh, the monks at the temple, they may have ways of dealing with it, though we're not exactly versed in arcane affairs as the clerics are in Whitwatch.
Okay. Well, we will try that at least since we are, I suppose, headed in that direction, and if they can do nothing, then we will take them with us back to Whitwatch. For
Very
now,
well.
let us attempt to unpetrify your two companions here first. So we have to go collect the basilisk oil. And go ahead and just go over here, and then you can move to somebody else since we've had it a minute.
Okay. Y'alls. What are y'alls doing?
I don't know.
I think we were going to explore the hole that Rune was talking about.
I was gonna wait for
The
the rest of
fountain.
the party to be ready for that.
You said, oh, wait, where did you see the fountain, Rune?
So back this way a little bit, there was a tiny hole that I was able to slip through. I wasn't able to get in towards the fountain. I do believe because there is a way in that is submerged. I think that body of water that goes deeper is how we get into it. In character, I have no clue about that. Context clues will tell me that in character. Out of character, I'm about positive that's how we get in.
Okay, well, I was also going to say, if necessary. Well, I suppose it would depend on if I could get back. I could astral project into the area.
Be careful with that.
So I do know this stream that we're in is fed by the fountain.
It's fed by the fountain. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
There's a tiny little hole at the mouth of this stream that I found that leads you straight to it.
Okay. Okay. And you said you wanted to wait for the whole party for that.
It seems like something that the whole party should be a part of.
Okay. And then, Jen, did you need to do something? I think you were trying to do something earlier.
I was gonna go with Rune.
Oh, to the fountain. Okay. Okay. In that case, we'll just, I guess, go speed through this a little bit. I want to try and get the basilisk oil again. Lestrin, if you'll come give me advantage.
Sure.
And I guess monk guy over there, Mike, can try and do the other one.
Mhm.
Alright, so he's gonna give me advantage.
I just discovered a folder in my files where Cyrus had apparently crawled on my desk and held down the F12 key while I was playing a game. So I have like 300 pictures.
Well, that might explain some of your storage issues there.
Yeah. Thanks, Cyrus.
So with the 10, unfortunately, the tooth will break in a way that damages the gland.
Well, it's you got 2 of them, right? At least.
Okay, fine. Try the other one.
Okay.
If you're rolling, never mind. I was gonna say I have a +10 to survival.
That's fair.
But you just rolled a 21, so roll with it.
Yeah.
With the 21, you harvest the oil from the tooth. Another small vial's worth.
Okay. Did he get the other one?
Let me make the roll.
Lestrin can give him an advantage as well, since he's also proficient.
So I know you just got out of sleep, but you just do this, that, and this, and...
Right there, yeah. Yeah, put it there.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Wow! That man rolled a nat 20.
So he managed to get 2 small vials worth.
Alright. In that case, let's go de-petrify the friends.
Doesn't the first
yeah.
basilisk still have another tooth then, technically?
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to go do that, and Leshon can give you assistance.
Rune will attempt.
Yep.
Alright, well, since he's got 2, I'll let him do these 2, and I'm gonna go over here and do... Oh, there's so many more! Not over here. You go to Rune.
I was just taking a look.
Oh, okay. Okay, Rune.
Rune will succeed with flying colors.
You also get 2 small vials.
I'm gonna de-petrify this guy.
I'm just gonna round all the ones up that are unpetrified.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a new feature I've never seen before with Roll20.
What?
If you both left click and right click at the same time on a token, it'll give you an option to open the character sheet.
God, son of a bitch.
You don't have to do both. You can just right click.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a right-click feature. That's been a thing for a while, but you used to not be able to open the character sheet through it. I didn't mean to open Final Fantasy. Stop.
Yeah, I saw that launch. I was like, damn, really?
Alright, alright. So we got those two. Rune, if you'll come up this way, there are at least 2 more you can get. Up to the hole. And since you're nat 20'd, I'll let you have the chest in here. Oh, actually, let me check it for traps.
While she does that, I'll start dumping this oil on.
Yep.
I'll do this guy and this guy.
Any traps?
There is nothing outwardly wrong with the chest. However, the keyhole that normally adorns the front looks like it's been altered.
Okay. Can I investigate it to see what about it's been changed?
Sure.
That's not advantage, that's 20.
Okay. So you see that it's been outfitted with some kind of sensor where once opened, the sensor will trigger, and when the person's hand is inside, it activates a mechanism that will snap the chest closed on the person's hand, severing them.
Oh,
Oh.
that's grisly. Can I try to disarm it?
Go ahead.
Basically,
Stuck if I. Well, I mean, I guess I could just stick something. Okay. All right.
Crits everywhere today, huh?
Right.
So you manage to disarm the sensor and disable the trap.
Awesome. Gonna go ahead and. Oh. Well, I said I'd let Rune do it. Okay. Yeah.
So you're
Alright, Rune, it's
unpacking
open.
these two.
Yep, those two.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoops,
Right,
don't want
Rune,
to take the chest
you
with
go
me.
ahead and open that one. I'm gonna go ahead and take us account of who we got left. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there was one more further back, right? And that was 6, Jason.
Yeah, there's one more back where the sword spiders are.
Okay, so it's
Okay,
1,
so
2,
791.
3, 4, 5, so a total of 6. Yeah, okay.
So, Rune, you find whatever in your heart of hearts that you want for a weapon, find it. However, when it manifests, it is magically differently feeling than any weapon you've encountered before. It appears to be... There's no good way to describe this item. You get a vicious version of it.
Vibes are off.
Ooh.
I have to go through monk weapons now.
Don't worry, I'll
You-
enchant the new one for you too.
I mean, I was gonna say, could we argue, like, knuckle dusters?
You could.
Is that acceptable?
Yeah.
Sorry, not. I was talking to Rune. Apologies.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no qualms with that.
Cool.
It doesn't
Here's some-
exist in the compendium, but
Well, of course not.
That's strange because
unless they're not called knuckle dusters.
I don't think.
no,
I-
they wouldn't exist
No, they don't exist for 5e.
because fist weapons don't exist in 5e, and
Which
it's
is dumb
stupid.
because you have monks.
I was
It's
gonna
like
say
the
this
whole gimmick of monks is unarmed.
because vicious is something that's in the PHB.
Yeah, because there's like vicious everything actually, and then vicious mockery.
So, what is the hit die of your knuckle dusters?
The hand wraps I have right now are
It should have.
they're 1d4 plus my dex.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and add a vicious club to your inventory and just rename it to knuckle dusters because statistically they're the same.
Okay.
And don't worry, you can just take off the wrap and put them around the knuckle dusters, and that works. It just.
Oh, that's
works.
smart.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart.
Also, I think because I leveled up, your thing should be doing 2d8 elemental thing.
So everybody who has runes should be doing that?
Only if you have the color wheel.
Yep, I got that. Okay.
If I did that, how would I calculate the damage if I took the wraps and wrapped them around the knuckle dusters?
So you would use just the base hit die. It would still just be a 1d4.
Okay.
Since it's become one weapon, you would use. So okay, the ruling for this would be you would take the higher of the two hit die that you're combining. So say for some stupid reason you are trying to turn a dagger into a spear. Like you're adding it to a pole and making it a spear.
Okay.
Spears do, I believe, a d6. So you'd use a d6 instead of the d4.
So whichever the two hit die is higher, you do that one, and then you would just proc color wheel as normal.
Yep.
Okay. So then, since these are both a D4, there's no change.
Yeah.
It
Correct.
just has color wheel on it.
Yeah. So then you don't have to wait for him to get around to engraving it.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and carefully start putting these other 6 people, including the one in the spider room, into the portable hole.
Okay. And we'll gather them all up.
Alright, that's the 7th person, because no wait, that is the spider person, okay. And then I will go ahead and check this chest.
Go ahead.
I assume nobody's been in this room. I'll just investigate it to start. There.
There is nothing wrong with this chest.
Cool. I'm gonna pop it open.
Alright. There is a d9.
Wow. I had to come at some point, I guess.
D100.
46.
You get a potion of healing.
Alright. Well, it'll replace Leshrins at least. Never mind the fact that I already had 10 of them. Okay. So doing all of that, let's go to the fountain rune.
Right.
I'm just gonna put myself in here with the main group again. I'm glad I went ahead and invested in that portable hole. It's been astronomically useful.
So, Rune will think for a moment, because it's been a minute since she went up that pit. Map out the cave in her head, and she will start pushing forward. She's gonna head back to where we fought the spiders.
Back towards the spiders. Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Oh yes, 6 men.
Yeah, they're not there. They're in the hole. Have you seen Leshrin? He's in the hole.
Yep, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Are you coming, Leshrin?
Yeah.
You alright?
I'm trying. I was trying to order myself food.
Did you get it?
No.
Why not?
Jacob, where did you say that Lesrin found that pit? Was it up this way?
Sorry, Jen, was just checking something. So that was over in that direction. This is the bad. This is the bad
You're right.
place.
This is the bad hole. This was where that submerged tunnel was. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're not going in the bad hole. Fuck that.
No.
I'm trying to find my party.
Spiders.
We went back to where the spiders were. If you remember where that where you found the submerged tunnel at, that's where we're going.
I think it was up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just see the light coming.
Mm.
Here comes the sun.
Desmond.
Yeah. He's the light of my life.
You guys have walked past this like 6 times. Whatever.
What do you mean we walked past this chest?
Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
but
we
it's
had
all the way
already
over there.
climbed that.
How far
No.
is it?
Nobody's gone in there yet.
Alright.
Wait,
What's in
which
the hole?
one?
What's in the hole?
Oh,
This one.
that one. That's a different chest. I thought you meant the one by the spiders. I was like, what? I
Nope.
opened that before end of session.
I was gonna say
Mm.
because
In the hole.
I have deleted. In the hole is a hole, a very steep hole. It drops.
It's a hole.
It's a really big hole.
Yes.
Alright. Iron Hand. Boop. Oh, popped myself out of the map. Sorry. Didn't mean to see behind the curtain. Alright. I'm gonna spin this chest around and open it.
Yeah, okay.
And there comes the giant fist. No.
No, better
Miraculously,
yet, it's a
no
giant
trap.
tongue. It's a mimic.
Oh, another pristine D9.
Mhm.
Oh.
Nice.
Listen, it's better than my nat 1, alright?
Roll me a dundred.
Oh.
19.
Wow. Okay.
You. Give me 1 second. Oh God. Give me a second.
For vicious items,
Mhm.
is it when I roll a nat 20 or just like a flaccid 20? It doesn't specify it very well. Here, let me copy this and I'll send it to you.
What percent?
I think it means a crit. Like you have to roll a 20 without
So
modifier.
it'd be a natural 20
Yeah.
Yes.
rather than a flaccid. Okay.
Mhm.
So whenever you crit, you get extra damage.
Roll me a 1d57.
Very
Mhm.
specific. Mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
He said roll him a 1d57.
1d57. 13.
That makes it
Wow.
easy. You get a spell scroll of Death Ward.
Nice.
That's pretty powerful, actually. Let's see. Oh, dang. Cleric
Oops.
Paladin. Alright. Well, I wish it was a wizard spell, but I understand why it's not.
Listen, if wizards could cast Death Ward on themselves, they'd be insufferable.
Yeah, it just means they have to die by 2d4 emotional damage.
I mean, if sorcerers could
Sorcerers,
cast Death Ward.
listen, anybody except paladins and clerics would just be obnoxious to have it.
Just imagine,
I mean-
like, quickening a Death Ward.
Mm.
And then blowing yourself
God.
up.
Just fucking get stuck in the middle of a group of hostiles. Alright, great. Death Ward, fireball on myself.
Okay. You guys wade into this little warm pool.
It's
And it gets
warm.
deeper and deeper. It is. It gets deeper and deeper, and you see that there is, in fact, an underwater tunnel that leads somewhere.
Jen, are you gonna need to breathe?
Me? No, I don't need to
No,
breathe.
wait, you don't have to breathe. Never mind.
Before I drag everyone else into this tunnel with me, can I dive into it and see how long it is?
Go ahead.
Alright, I would like to do exactly that.
So when you dive in, you're swimming for about a minute before you see the tunnel dip upward.
Okay, I'm gonna swim upward, catch my breath, and then I'll dive back down and through to
Well, you
let
don't know
everyone
what's
else
on top
know.
of that.
What was that?
Yeah,
your question?
when I surface, where am I?
You are right next to one of those gold etched pillars.
Okay, so I am in the fountain.
Yes.
Okay. With that knowledge, I will dive back down and head back through the tunnel to gather everybody else. When I pop back out, I will simply say, if you can hold your breath for roughly a minute, that's about how long it took for me to get through.
What's the con score necessary to do that? Just a base 10.
Trying to find it.
So there you go. hold your breath.
Characters with a 12 con can stay underwater for 2 minutes.
Con, yeah. So it's so your con score, any number above 10 is the number of minutes past 1. Okay. No, wait.
Modifier.
Take the modifier and double it, I think, seems like the
Okay.
formula.
No, no.
If your modifier is 0 and you multiply it by 2, then that doesn't work.
Don't worry about it. You're thinking too hard. Let's just go. I just needed that answer so I knew if I just wanted to be sure.
That's fair.
If your modifier is 0, then assume it's like less than a minute.
Alright, go in.
Rune will dive back under and start heading back through the tunnel.
Before Rune jumps in there, Vulcan would like to point out, and meat have metal.
You can swim, can't you?
Do you know how hard it is to swim with 2 iron bits on you?
No, he makes a good point. He'd sink like a fucking rock.
Well, then can't.
Hatham,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hatham will walk over and bend down and kind of knock on the iron leg. Can't you just pop this thing off?
Hey, but who's gonna carry it?
We have bags of holding.
Aye, but how to swim with only one leg?
You can do that. It's been fun.
I could try
Mm.
not to absorb you, and you can. That is an option.
I'd like for you not to eat me.
I can't promise that.
Oh, I
Sometimes my
suppose I'll,
bits have a mind of its own.
suppose I'll risk it and take off my limbs.
Greco, can you swim?
Yeah, I can swim.
I love that every time we get in here and we talk to Greco, his accent changes.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just thinking in character, that's exactly what happens.
I'm trying to be
It
cool.
never stays the same, it just always changes, and so it's like he's trying to figure out who the fuck he actually is.
He's trying to become a person and not a kobold.
Yeah. I mean, a kobold is a person.
Are they though?
You're sitting here telling me your friend Greco isn't a person. Wow.
He is my
okay.
son.
If he is your son, that would imply that he is a person.
Hey,
Person.
Rune, you should also be careful, because you have birds.
Damn, you've drowned the birds like 4 times. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Right? Forget about the birds.
Mm.
I swear.
You open up your little thing, and they're all drenched and dead.
Are they okay?
Are you checking?
Yes.
Well,
You open up the pouch that you were keeping them in. They are all very soggy and appear to be in not very good health.
Maybe we should let somebody stay up and watch the birds.
I mean, feasibly, you could also put the birds in the bag of holding for a little bit.
Yeah, but they'll suffocate.
No, they won't.
Yeah, they will. There's no oxygen.
the bag
No,
man will
you
take
get-
them.
You usually, there's like enough for 10 minutes of air, I thought.
Hold on.
We had this discussion because the lack of oxygen and sunlight in a bag of holding is what would prevent rot of like the brains that
Yeah.
Jin put into her bag of holding.
Breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures. Minimum 1 minute.
But yeah, you just
So
put
they
them in the
could
bag of
survive
holding
for
until
2
we get-
minutes.
Yeah, just put them in there until we get across, and then you can get them out again.
Bruna will unload the birds from her chest and look at them solemnly because she's a bad mother
Yeah.
and offer them out. Can we put them in a bag of holding?
Do you want to put them in the meat one?
No, I got it. Let's not put the birds in the meat bag of holding.
I mean, I've got like 2 others, but
Okay, well, you could put them in one of those. Just don't put them in the meat one. They're not meat.
Hello?
let's toss them in a bag of holding. It's fine.
We're putting them in the bag of holding. We've already said this. Rune. Rune. Rune's broken.
Broke it, did.
Yep, he's broke.
Who broke it?
Hi, can you hear us now?
Did my
Hello?
fucking headset disconnect?
I think.
Hold
it's
on.
Well, I mean, I can hear you talking.
Oh, this hunk of fucking shit. I think my battery got jostled in my headset. Because I said what I said, and then everybody went fucking silent. I thought my internet died, actually.
Well, can you hear us now?
Yeah, I can hear now.
All right, cool. Jin's taking them, yeah.
Okay.
She offered to put them in the meat bag of holding, and I told her no.
I need to get them some charcoal too. I'm fucking out.
Well, let's just get in here, and then we can worry about the other stuff later. Put them in the bag. Jin, consume Vulcan so that we may go.
Rune will put the birds into the bag and dive back into the pool and head through.
Right.
Okay.
Alistair's gonna follow.
Vulcan will reach down, put his finger into his knee, and just click something, and his robotic leg will come off, and he'll do the same to his arm. So with a very, very loud thump, he will put them into the bag of holding the best he can, considering he now has. He's now all left.
Lizard will pay attention to where that button is.
Gricko will follow, helping Vulcan if he can.
I mean, I thought you were gonna let Jin consume you for a bit so that you could.
Alright, what I'll do is I'll, like, stretch out Davy and then wrap it around his missing leg so he can move.
That'll work.
Yeah. You have Davy for a leg.
Davy.
Okay. I'm gonna gather you guys all up.
What?
I hear the name
My
Davey,
scream.
and I think of the video from Grand Theft Auto where they fly a blimp into the observatory, and then he flies onto the balcony and gets up and just goes, Davey! I probably sound like a madman. Let me find it.
To the usual.
Shut up.
Okay. Let me just get some different music in here.
I found it.
Can you guys see all right?
Yep.
I knew it.
Okay. So you guys are all greeted by the sight of this surprisingly well-lit sort of oasis in this cave. It's lush, warm, and glittering with all sorts of different little fairies around the place.
Fairies? Oh, fuck.
And you see in the back of the room
Guys, there's fairies and there's ooze and they're the most affected and they get trapped shit. We're gonna be fighting bad things. This place is fucked.
there is a platform etched in gold, much like the columns that are in the room. And it sits atop a large, very pretty lotus flower. There's a statue of a woman in the back.
Swim, swim, swim. I'm
Yeah,
really
go on.
bad.
Get
So
out.
this portion you're able to stand on. It is not so deep that you cannot stand.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you can see the
Hippity hops, hippity hops.
the bridge under it.
There are some fairies that will come over to you and whiz around your head before flying off again. What is this place?
Wonderful question.
I don't know. I just found it on accident.
Lesrin, come on.
I'm coming.
Hippity hop hop.
So, you all approach the precipice of this gold-etched platform. And some shimmers will manifest in the middle, and rising up from the platform
Yep.
is a large fairy woman. And she looks at you all, sort of surprised, and she just goes, "Oh, hello. I haven't had visitors in a long time."
Oh,
Jin's gonna
She's
wave
from fucking
ecstatically.
Boston!
Fucking New Jersey.
What can I
I
do for
suppose-
you, sweeties, today?
I suppose it makes sense you haven't had visitors. It wasn't exactly easy to get into here.
Yeah, that's kind of by design. Anyway, what can I do
Rune's
for you?
mostly confused at that response.
She'll lean over, looking at all of you. Her hand's kind of like cradling her head as she looks down, propped up on her elbows at you guys.
What's your name? I'm sorry.
Glacinda.
That's a pretty name.
What is this place? I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh, this is just a respite for me and my girlies. We hang out here.
So it's like a fairy fountain of sorts.
I guess you could call it that.
Expecting fairy fountain music from Legend of Zelda to start playing.
It is.
It is
You guys,
playing.
it is.
Oh, is it? I have
You
it
don't have
turned
the plot
down.
turned on.
I do. It's just
Right
really
here.
quiet. Out.
Rune
Cyrus, your murder mittens hurt.
will think for a moment. If Rune refers back to any of the literature she would have read cooped up in Southpaw, are there any mentions of places like this?
Roll of history.
Yep, there it is.
Okay, so as you recall in the tomes, there are legends of those in the Fey world who are sort of arch fairies. They are much higher up on the totem pole as far as Fey creatures go, and they are appointed a special kind of authority by the Fairy Queen. And they are known to create sort of sanctuaries in different places wherever they're holed up. They tend to make the area around more lush, more livable, even to the point of changing the ecology of some locations that they decide to rest in. Whether or not that's detrimental is to be decided by the rest of the landscape. But more often than not, these kinds of fairies, they don't exactly make this place home. Usually they're over in the Feywilds.
Rune scratches her chin for a moment.
What brings a fairy like you to the material plane?
It has
Oh,
to.
whatever do you mean?
Well, if I'm recalling right, there are legends.
Of the hidden
None of
temple.
it's really been confirmed, to say the least, but a fairy of your status doesn't normally stick around the material plane like this. You typically tend to stay in the Feywilds.
Oh, but it's complicated. Look, the Feywilds, they're just it's hot garbage over there right now. Not a good place to live.
How? I came from the Feywilds not too long ago. What's going on there?
Oh, there's wars breaking out everywhere.
Wars? Between who?
Oh, there's the well, the boss lady, Titania. She's she's the fairy queen. Surely you heard of her.
Can I roll a history?
Go ahead.
Where's history on my sheet? There it is.
You remember hearing the title mentioned, but not in a context that you can recall.
The name rings a bell, but I'm not familiar.
Well, she's over there putting up the good fight against the spider bitch.
Ah,
Rune's ears will perk up.
You wouldn't be referring to Wolf, would you?
That's the one, and she points directly at you. By the way, you smell different.
Rune tilts her head in confusion.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
She's gonna float over, whoops, and she's gonna kind of bend down and sniff your head. You smell like home.
I know I'm from the Feywilds, but I'm not sure how I ended up here. I'm something of an amnesiac. I woke up here one day. I have no memory of my past. I don't know what's going on.
It's been a long time, but I think I remember some other folks just like you scurrying around in the woods. Well, that was a long time ago, though. Cute little things.
Rune is very cute.
Maybe you'd know then. I had a memory come back to me recently about it. It was a house of monks, much like myself, and they referred to using the power of the moon because it's a reflection of the sun.
She thinks for a second. Oh, you mean the Order of the Lunar Hare.
Oh,
I
Order
I
of
wish I
the-
could say that rings a bell.
Does it ring a bell for me?
Roll a history.
Nah,
You got nothing.
I figured.
The way you say that, are they not around anymore?
Oh, gods, no. They got wiped out a long time ago.
Fucking dead as hell.
Do you know what happened to them?
Well, back when the wars first started breaking out in the Feywilds, the Order were the first people to go out and put a stop to what was happening, but well, their queen kind of, well, vanished.
Croaked.
They lost the very thing that gave them power, and they all just kind of crumbled.
Wait. Did it lose the moon or the hair? Oh.
I've had visions of a moon-laced elf woman.
What did she look
You-
like?
She's gonna turn herself into the Moon Lady.
She'll
I just
float
like
over,
that.
and she'll lean over and just kind of scrutinize Jin.
Smile.
Well, I never met her in person, but I mean, looks close enough, I guess.
She has dark blue skin and snow white hair.
I think that's the one. How do you know what she looks like anyway? You said you had visions, right?
A vision was the first thing that brought me on this journey, but as we've traveled, I've had memories come back to me. The majority of which I am working directly under her.
Well, that can't be right. That would make you, and she kind of counts on her fingers, just over 1,000 years old.
No. Hold on a minute, because I'm only 17.
She just kind of shrugs. I don't know.
Has a strange slime man came through here?
I'm gonna do this for myself really quick. Okay, I'm not having an existential crisis right now.
When you say slime man, what are we talking here? Like pudding?
Like me. And I'm gonna morph myself into his shape.
I like that.
But he can also change shapes too. So he's like me, made of the same texture and stuff.
Well, you know, I seem to remember another man coming through here, and well, how long ago was that now? She goes to count on her fingers again. Something like 20 years ago. Some scientist-looking guy had a journal and everything.
Would she like me? Or would she like them? The fleshies.
I don't know. He looked kind of like a fleshy.
Oh.
He might be a fleshy.
I don't know. There was something off about him.
Spooky off or weird off?
Weird. Very, very weird. Didn't even say nothing to me. It was kind of rude.
It's fucking Broadbeck, isn't it?
That son of a... Even in death, he bothers us.
He wouldn't have been dead 20 years ago.
How big
You're
was
right.
he?
He scans. Sure, sorry. She scans all of you. And then points to Hatham. About that tall.
Just gonna make herself that tall. Okay. Did you see his face?
Well, he was, kind of green looking, I guess, but he had these little pinchable cheeks, and he had these glasses, and, well, kind of an unfortunate haircut.
I'm just watching fucking Jin
Yeah,
morph
trying.
as he describes
Yeah.
this.
That build
Just trying.
build your own.
Yeah, I am trying. Jin's whole body is just gonna be a bunch of imprinted faces as she tries to memorize face structures. Like, what was his haircut?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. I don't know what you people called him up here, but
Was it short
it
or
was
long?
it was long. Long like a lady's, but it was a man, I think.
You said green skin? Was it like green, like those green people that I've seen around, or is it like the lily pad? Wait, lily pads are green. How many
Ki-
colors of greens do y'all got?
Oh, there's at least 3 of them.
At least
At
three.
least 3.
That's still a lot of greens.
He was kind of sickly looking. Maybe a little slimy. I'm not sure.
Hmm. Did he have hair? Like their hair?
Hard to say. Didn't get that good of a look at him.
But you know how long his hair was. I just need to know if he had hair or not. Fuck. Why are you doing this?
Well, I did tell you that he had long hair.
Okay, long hair. Okay, so did he have hair, or did he have like Jin's gooey hair?
And she said that she couldn't tell.
Ah,
She didn't get that close of a look.
fuck, dude. Alright, that's okay. I'm gonna
Oh, I remembered one more thing. He did give me a name.
Perfect.
I think his name was something like Yvonne Leonard.
Yvonne? Is it Yvonne?
Is it Yvonne?
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah.
Yvonne, I don't know. Something
Yvonne.
like that.
I need to roll history because I read his book.
Is it out of character? Is it Yvonne or is it Iman?
Yvonne.
It's Evon.
Yvonne. Okay.
Ah, fuck, that's insight. Wrong thing. Here we go. My brain. I've already used up my brain equals today.
I'll try it too, because I did also read. Yeah, I'm not gonna. All my good rolls are gone. Yvonne Leonard.
Nothing rings a bell. Oh well. Time to
Hey,
move
so
on.
have you ever heard of an Yvonne? What did you say the last one was? The last name, fairy lady. What did you say the last name?
Leonard.
Leonard. Okay. And Yvonne Leonard. I'm talking.
Who are you asking?
Asking Hatham.
He strokes his chin. Well, hate to break it to you, but I'm not much of a book reader.
Books?
Yeah, he was the... Wasn't he that guy that wrote that book that nobody listened to or liked?
Fuck you.
Said it was
Vaughn's
blasphemy or
traveling
something?
guide?
Yeah, that's the one.
Rune read fucking books.
Oh shit, Jin's gonna pull out her book. Oh shit, it's right here.
Rune, meanwhile, over here, fucking 24 history. Almost a nat 20.
Rune, you recall in your studies coming across his travel guide.
I've seen his travel guide. I know what it is.
Did it ever say anything about a fairy fountain?
Jin's gonna start scrolling
Jacob?
through.
Well, you guys have access to the document somewhere.
I'm looking at the document.
Okay, great. I'm gonna let Emma do it because I don't know where it's at right now.
Demons, ghosts, elves, werewolves, giants, and more. So that probably means fairies. I don't think it necessarily says anything about fairies except for the fact of the slaves. So, mighty unfortunate.
Aye, quite sad.
Do I have access to his travel guide?
We do. We all do.
Is it on Google Drive? Am I stupid?
Yeah, it's on.
It might be in the old SC files.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure I have it where anybody can edit it too, so maybe Jacob, if you wanted to expand on that, you can.
Nope, it stays as is.
Okay. Trade apart too.
Wait a part two.
I can't fucking find it. Where the fuck is it?
Let me link it. Give me a second. Because both me and Emma had it open.
Because if it was shared with me, it'd show up in here. Unless I have some name that I'm missing.
I posted it in information.
It's also assuming that you're always logged into Google.
Hey, you're in the same one as me.
Yeah.
Hey! This is such a short fucking book compared to the other one. Christ.
Yeah, this is the OG.
Yeah. Then again, I only had like 4 days to write this, so.
This is unfortunately the one that's canon to this version, so.
I mean, it's completely reasonable him not mentioning here because who knows, the slave trade would come here and take them.
Right? Yeah.
And
Try anyway.
It won't for
Okay.
long.
I remember this now. This was a document you had us read prior
At the very
to
beginning.
SC.
Yep.
Mhm.
I
I don't know why
very
I couldn't
fortunate.
find this. It should have been linked to my fucking drive. I
I
use
am
the same
very-
Google account for all of this.
what's
I
up?
am very fortunate in that Aki, in this timeline, actually got to meet him. Actually, no, not in this timeline.
No, it's E2.
Yeah, C2.
Yeah. You get to work under the man for a little while. He was great.
And then he died.
And his glasses were pieces of the crystal the entire time. Wow.
Wow.
Everybody's just zooming over the book while this lady's just standing there.
Well, because I don't recall any mention of any kind of fairy fountain stuff, so.
Well, maybe it's a good thing, Alice.
If Yvonne was here, his travel guide has no mention of a place like this.
I don't know. That's human things and stuff.
Wait, 20 years ago? That took
She
you
said
Yeah.
20. Yeah, roughly 20 years ago is what she said.
But it's been 27 since the heroes left, since the heroes vanished.
And he wrote this, like, forever before the adventure.
Yeah.
He wrote it at least 5 years before the adventure.
Well, because I'm asking because was he? I made the joke that he died, but was he actually alive?
I never canonically said in this timeline. In the other one, he did. So, therefore, he could be alive here.
Could all be an illusion.
So, maybe he's preparing to work on a second book.
Me?
Granted, it was his first edition. It was published 30-some years ago.
Do you know of any? I'm asking the fairy now. Do you know of any ooze being in this area?
Well, I don't really get out much. I know that one of the gateways is real close by.
Gateway?
Gateway.
Oh, you don't know?
Apparently not. No.
I know.
It's one of the pathways that, well, my ancestors used to come here a long time ago. They're all over the place. You just gotta look for them.
Is it possible for you to direct us to it?
Open up your map.
Press in to open
Cool.
map.
Press N to open your map. This is where you get a little tooltip. Alright,
You're
cool.
a
I'm gonna
marker
pull out the
map.
map and show it to her.
Alright, she is gonna... Oh, God. Landscape's changed. Alright, let me see if I can pinpoint it here. She's gonna point to one of the mountains that's almost directly south of North Pass. And she's going to circle it with a little bit of fairy dust. Right about there.
Alright. I'll go ahead and mark it on
That's
the
where
map.
I came in, at least. Although, I don't know what good it is anymore. Probably lots of bad stuff down there. Remnants of the old war and whatnot.
Well,
Dad wants you to
I
text.
suppose it pays to at least
What?
check.
Dad wants you to text.
Oh, shit.
You're not thinking of going down there, are you?
Aye, maybe.
Well, we're kind of trying to find the source of ooze. It's trying to spread again, and it's started to actually take over bodies.
We
Oh.
recently found out that it might be tied to a god by the name of Moander.
She shrugs. Beats me. Although, you're talking about that plague thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye, that's the one.
Yeah, he's been around for forever.
I don't know.
Can you tell us anything else about him, do you know, maybe?
Listen, I might be an arch fairy, but I wasn't exactly on the front lines. I'm newer to the fold. I ran away to seek shelter here, after all.
Well, I would be careful because there's ooze things that are out here, probably coming out of this cave.
History shows that they take a liking to fairies, and you folk don't react to it well.
I have heard the stories. Well, I'll keep the warning in mind. Tell you what, this was a nice chat. How about I give you all something of a parting gift?
Oh, how sweet of you.
Oh no, just gonna upgrade our magic meter.
Mm. Hey, before you do that, Vulcan's gonna pull out the cube. The cube. Do you know anything about this? We found it over in the cave earlier.
She'll look down at it. Huh. I haven't seen one of these in a while.
Aye, what's it and what's it do?
It's a little doohickey that lets you travel around places.
Ah, doohickey.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I assume it takes you to all these places that's marked on the dice here.
Yeah. Have you tried doing it?
Eh, not,
Somebody
not
already
yet.
has identify on it, so
Not yet, but if I could find me a way back, I would.
what was the parting gift? Did she tell us yet?
No.
Okay.
Vulcan asked his question.
Oh.
Alright, everybody hold real still. She's gonna float around you guys, sprinkling dust very, very quickly.
Which is scary because she's a very large woman.
Good.
All I want is to see a giant woman.
And all of you feel stronger somehow.
Hell yeah.
I would like all of you to gain an ASI and or a feat, or sorry, or a feat of your choice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
ASI or a feat. So ASI would be 2 points, right?
Yes, 2 and 1 or 1 and 2.
I could check my wisdom higher. Oh.
Quarter pounder with cheese, add bacon.
Yeah.
Fuck do I
Yeah.
add bacon to this thing?
It should just be a whole meal.
And with that, because it is 11:03, I'm going to bring session to a close. Emma, we'll start with your...
Before we do, I have one last question for the fairy.
Fuck.
Okay.
If it's too long of a question to answer, we can save it for next session. But after the fairy fucking empowers us, Rune will look at the fairy. So, am I really the last of my kind?
Beats me. Certainly looks like it. Like I said, I haven't seen one of these in a long time.
Rune bows her head. She does not look okay. And I'll cut myself off there.
Okay. Jin, TQC.
I had fun. I did. I enjoyed the slime guy. I wish we could have had a second for me and Vulcan talk about it, but we got after hours to talk about it. So that's fine, because I've got theories coming up that I need to figure out.
Game
ASAP.
theory.
I also need to figure out where I'm putting in those ASIs or feature. Fuck. Look, I can make my wisdom a 26.
They have a double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon, but not just a quarter pounder with cheese and bacon. I can't add bacon
So,
to
Okay.
a quarter pounder with cheese.
They just have the regular.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Vulcan, TQC.
Yes. It was fun. Like Emma said, I wish I had time for the slime man and all that, but it'd be what it be.
I don't know if I'll be able to get it.
I've done fuck all this entire time.
And you said you wanted a Coke.
I
drink?
extracted eyeballs, so that was good. And that was about it.
What size?
Okay. Lesrin, TQC.
Thank you.
I'm concerned, but I cannot talk about it.
Okay. Rune, TQC.
I feel like this was a really big session for me, and I have a lot to digest right now.
I would
And
say
that's all I have right now.
this is contextually meant to be kind of a big lore session.
I thought the fairy fountain idea was cool. I'm also a bitch for Zelda shit, so.
I wanted to incorporate it in some fashion.
We unlocked a spin attack.
Alice, TQC.
It was really interesting. And I'm very glad, as I said earlier, that I invested in a fucking portable hole. Let's see, and just random big fairy lady up here. Let me see. I had the map a second ago, I thought. It's very interesting to hear about Yvonne potentially still being alive in this world. Because I've been working under the assumption that he died just like he can in SC2. Let's see, south of here. Oh, interesting. So would it be between like North Past and Mystic Hernwald?
So on the map, you're looking at North Pass. I know it's not illustrated super well on the map, but North Pass is like connected to the mountain range. I should have put the icon closer. So then, directly south, basically where the edge of the tree is where she's circled.
Okay. I also should have looked at the map soon because I didn't realize how far north we were.
Alright, we're taking resilient. Fuck it.
Um.
And proficiency in con.
And that's the only one that she knows of, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. I will admit I understand that. I understand that the basilisks, as a general rule of thumb, don't tend to have a lot of health points anyway because of difficulties with the petrification. But I was still very, very surprised at how quickly I was killing them, and I think that has less to do with the fact that they have low health in general, and more about, I think, the fact that this is the first time I've actually really had a chance to use Assassinate.
It's a very powerful class ability.
Yeah, that's almost a one-shot me with it.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
him.
But I think that's all I had. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody have any other final thoughts before session is officially closed?
Nope.
Nope.
Kind of curious where we go from here. We're still trying to chase down the ooze thing, but
Mhm.
alas, we have not been able to find it.
So
There's two
whereabouts are
paths.
we on the map anyway from here?
I
Like, how
cannot
far
tell
from
you that.
Woodwatch?
I know that you guys entered. Here, let me drag you guys to the world map really quick. So this is your marker, right? You guys would have entered the cave right about here.
So we've still got a ways to go before we actually get to North Pass.
Mm-hmm. Where in this range you are now, I can't say.
You can't say as in you don't know, or it would reveal something.
As in, I don't know.
As in you don't know. Okay. But this series of tunnels is supposed to go all the way from Woodwatch to North Pass, right?
Yeah, or at least most of the way.
Okay.
There might be a bit of a hike from the exit to North Pass, but
Okay. Yeah, that's all I've got.
Hey, what's the minimum for maintaining concentration on spells if you do multiple? Because I know we can do 2, and then with dragon it allows 3, because I can go high enough. So would it be? So that means 4. So what would be the minimum roll? Would the DC be 10?
so for spellcasting, I believe what I had written is concentration is 10 for one spell minimum. And then for each additional spell, the DC increases by 2.
Okay, so let me proc this. Dragon appears. So I can. I have a 10 to my con saving throws right now. So theoretically, I could be focusing on 3 to 4 spells at this point, right?
Yeah, and have relative success.
Okay, alright, cool.
If you crit fail, you'll still lose concentration.
Yeah, on at least. How many would I lose concentration on?
So you lose concentration of one random spell that will be randomly determined when it happens.
Okay, so just 1. Okay.
So if you have 4, you'll roll a 1d4 and say it's like, I don't know, you're concentrating on
4 moonbeams.
Yeah, you'll just lose one of the moonbeams. You'll lose
Okay.
moonbeam 4.
Okay, alright. Okay. And I have. Okay, that's all I need. I decided to take resilient, so it ups my con and gives me a saving choice of my thing, so I did con again.
Nice. Okay, I think with that, I'm going to officially close out session.